Yes, people. Welcome back to another NBA regular season watch along live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube, brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note. Timo was here. He said the game had started, I think, but for whatever reason, it's not popped up on the NBA pass for me, so I don't know what's going on. So that's why I didn't start straight away. I don't know what's going on. I believe Timo is in the building as well, but please make sure you hit the like button, share it across all the socials. No worries, Timo, and subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. We are here for the Dallas Mavericks versus the LA Lakers, people. Big game for the Lakers. Lakers currently sat in 10th, I believe. So they are trying to win to stay in the playoffs. They are legit trying to the playoffs, the play-in, sorry. They are trying to win today to stay in the play-ins. I don't know why it's not working though. I don't know what's going on. That's why I didn't start. I thought NBA per usual was starting late, but it has started, so I don't know what's going on. No, I don't have a clue as to what is happening. I don't. Big up everybody in the chat. Don't make sure you share this across all the socials, subscribe to the channel, all of that good stuff as well. I don't know why NBA pass be messing up. I don't know what's happening. I don't have a clue. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what's happening. Big up. Yeah, big up Baba says it says Bucks and 7-6 is hella a game. I should have just realized what I said in it. I didn't want to call him grown man baby or Baba, but here we are. You know what I'm saying? I just call you double B. Big up to Snoop says Lloris played against Ivory Coast, concede. Mike started today. Whatever, man. I don't care about Mike. You know what I'm saying? I don't care in it. And Peter is also in the building. What are you telling me, Peter? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm chilling.
Yeah, man. Calm. For whatever reason, I can't get this game up on the NBA pass, so I'm trying to figure that out. I thought it would just start.
Log into YouTube TV. It's on TNT.
He's on YouTube. All right, man. We'll just log in there. Cool. But who you got for this game? The Mavs or the Lakers? Talk to me.
Oh, definitely not the Lakers. Definitely not the Lakers, guys. Let's be serious. Come on.
I still had to ask. I know the answer, but there might be people who are new viewing this who don't know the answer. So I have to ask for the sake of them. I knew what the answer was. I was fully aware. I was fully aware. I believe Timo is here as well. Timo, what are you saying?
I just knew this is going to happen soon.
What was going to happen, man? You're good, man. You're up, man. You got LeBron, Raymond James, and the greatest number 0 of all time. What's the issue?
What are you talking about? We're down by 8.
Yeah, but you have LeBron, Raymond James, and the greatest number 0 of all time. They can't overcome an 8-point deficit with 3.5 quarters. Well, more than 3.5 quarters to go. Is LeBron not playing?
No.
Oh yeah, they in trouble, yo. If I didn't know LeBron
wasn't playing. He got folded the other day. No.
Oh yeah, I did see the still. Yeah. I did see the still. I did see.
So Chris Haynes was just on TNT saying AD should be back either Friday or Sunday.
Let's go.
So we get to do Lakers Suns next week. AD's playing, so I'm ready.
Yo, I look at his name, 11th heaven. You know. Nah, man. AD and Russ gonna take you to the promised land in it, and AR and the rest of them, man. Welcome Surfer to the show as well.
I do understand why Surfer put that name. Right, understandably so. You know, regardless if AD comes back or not, I don't think he's that ready yet. I think what Surfer says.
Yo, fam, you was talking. What happened to all your energy, man? What happened, Timo? Talk to me.
Like I said this on timeline. My brain is already in Cancun. Am I lying?
Hey, what happened to you guys? Are getting the 5th seed.
Yeah, we ain't just gonna let you off lightly like you weren't spewing this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Post All-Star break.
Yes.
You said Lakers are down 13-4. By the way, people.
Yes, yeah, that's a nice free
keep me updated on the score, guys. I'm watching Milwaukee versus 76ers. So.
There we go. I knew Surfer wasn't watching this game.
Hey, it's a good game. Someone said large up C1 in the cut. Of course, Manj, the Lakers are already losing. C1 says, Flawless, not much energy in the comments. Nigeria lost. Hold that, C1. Hold that loss. Hold that. You know what I'm saying?
Hold that.
Hey, C1, you're not doing anything next December, are you? Because everyone knows me at the World Cup.
The one thing I can agree about C1 is AD's coming back. Okay, but
who's coming back? Wait, who's coming back?
AD is gonna. That's not gonna matter.
All right. So what difference does that make? Go on. But before we get to that, welcome.
By then, anyways.
Yeah, man. But AD can save them and that. Welcome back. It's been a minute since he's been around. Ryan is in the building. Yes, little bro. You saying you good?
Yeah, good man. How you man all doing? You good?
Yeah, we good. We're all doing better than Timo and C1 anyway. You know what I'm saying?
C1.
It is. It is.
Yeah,
what
because
it is.
Nigeria lost in it.
Oh right, yeah.
Man laughed, you know.
They can hold that, unfortunately. Like,
Man laughed, yo,
Anything that pisses C1 off, man. Yeah, I'm all up for it, man. Legit.
let's go.
Man, legit. Like, I don't know what you expected with this comment. He said not much energy in the comments. Nigeria lost. Like, yo, is what it is. Enjoy the World Cup, man. We'll all enjoy it together, man. It's all good.
Yeah.
Hey, C1, we'll enjoy it for you. We'll enjoy it for you, C1.
I'm putting my Morocco flag back in my bio for the World Cup. You back?
What did you put in your what did you put?
I
What
put
did you
a
say?
Morocco flag in my bio for AFCON.
Yeah, let's go.
And then Egypt Twitter found me. So I was tweeting about Egypt today, and people are upset at me. Like, oh, they had lasers. I'm like, shut up, pussies.
Oh yeah, because I didn't watch anything. I've only seen like the actual like still pictures of like I know Salah missed the pen. I've seen people tweeting about it and
With the lasers,
crowd of lasers. Yeah, that's all I've seen.
Speaking of which, big up and drop Mendy. Where is Donnarumma?
Chelsea fans in this Donnarumma.
This guy's
crazy,
really Donnarumma. Your basketball team is going to lose their 44th game of the season within the next 2 hours. Focus.
We ain't letting you off about 21 and 25, fam. What happened to that? You winning 21 games in 25, and you were confident saying this bullshit.
The thing is, we knew it was capped.
Yeah, and we still let him land. That's because we're true brethren. Oh yeah, he's probably in the quiet area, isn't it?
Oh, he's speaking into his mic. He's just either his AirPods don't
Timo,
work.
where are you?
Timo, we can't hear you.
I don't understand why he just doesn't type in the private chat. I don't understand.
Yeah, just type in the private chat, fam.
Timo, we can't hear you. Genuinely can't hear you. I can see that you're trying to say something, but we can't hear a word you're saying.
Can you hear me now?
You sound like you're drowning.
Yo, just type in the private chat, fam. Jesus.
But no, yeah, the Suns Mavs stream, he was saying the Lakers would finish 5th in the West. I was like, what? And you guys, people in the comments were encouraging him. That's the craziest part. You criminals in the
Yo, I
comments.
was just going to say, yeah, I don't think I've ever met a person in my life more shameless than Statman Baines, you know.
Was he running Ronaldo
This
prop?
guy-
He's
Nah,
in a sleeper. He's in a sleeper train.
Nah, I was on a watch-along on his channel a few hours ago, you know, the Portugal game. This guy, when they went through at the end, man, people doubted Ronaldo.
Sorry, what? Free from
People said
Luka.
he couldn't do
My
it.
bad,
Man,
go on.
oh my
Go on,
God, like,
sorry,
he's
Ryan,
so
go on.
shameless, man, honestly. Like,
Look,
people
all Statman has
doubted
to hold on
Ronaldo,
to
all that.
all fandom is Ronaldo. Like, he gets no joy from United these days. I understand.
Yeah,
Luka
but
knows
qualifying for a
three.
World
Oh
Club,
my
like
God.
World Cup,
Oh my
Portugal
God.
should be doing that.
Luka's going off, you know.
Come on, Luca.
That's going to be a timeout for the Lakers. It's 23 to 12.
But what you do is if you get no joy from your football team currently, like because me and Baines here in the same boat, you slander others. That's how it works. You don't hype up some mediocre. You like Nigeria going out of the Champions League. Nigeria going out of the World Cup
You know, it's the
qualifiers
first
today.
time
That's what you do.
Nigeria ain't made the World Cup since 2006.
Yeah, hold that C1.
Yeah, they
First
can
time
hold
you've been
that.
streaming. Yeah, hold that. Yes, Jess, what you telling me, man? You good?
Hold that, C1. Hold that.
Let's go!
Hold that.
Let's go!
Flawless,
Away
you
goal.
don't get that from at the AFCON, fam. The way we got slandered by Nigerians after we ended fourth behind Comoros, nobody knew there was even like the way they were coming after me. C1 was one of them. I remember he was saying something. He was coming after me, and when I saw them, we getting them thrown in the World Cup qualifiers, I was like, "Fuck."
So, sorry, sir, are we tiring you? Are we boring you there? I saw that big yawn.
I mean, it's just late at night, bro.
What are you, my parole officer? What is it?
I'm just saying, I think it's a bit disrespectful that to just be yawning on a live stream here with
Ryan.
6 of us on.
You look at Ryan. He's not been around for time, and this guy's full of beans. Let's go, Ryan. You know what I'm saying?
Why
Talk
did you
your
make
shit.
the rules on the NBA stream? What the fuck?
Yo, you know what it is?
Ryan,
You want your attention.
Even here. This is the third Lakers stream Surfer's been on in the last 3 months.
Yes,
And he's not even watching the Lakers.
I'm not watching them. I'm not even watching them. I'm watching the okay.
We're getting some feedback from you, Surfer, in that. In terms of your sound, you sounded a bit robotic. Have you got another
Hello?
app open or something?
Hello?
Yeah, you sounded a bit robotic.
Is it still robotic?
Yeah, it's still robotic.
This surfer guy, man.
Let me jump out and jump in.
Yeah, no stress,
Sorry.
man.
This Ryan guy.
What, Dad? Why do you say you're England manager? When was I an England fan? I leave that to Ryan, and that's his guy. Yo, he's talking to you, Ryan.
You know
so he
what?
says, Ryan,
legit
what's up
saying
with your
this.
England manager? Talk about Big Ed is the best centre back at United.
You know
Wait,
what?
did he
I was
say that?
legit
Hold
saying
up. Wait, I got fish. Wait. Skirt, pull the car over. Did Southgate say this? Is that what he said? Southgate, all right. Just for that alone, we never making out a hood. Just for that alone, yeah. Just for that, we didn't say it. Someone send me this clip right now in it. I don't want it written. Somebody send me the clip of him saying that. At me on Twitter. Send it to my Instagram. Someone at me with this shit. No way did he say this, because I'm about to post this shit. No way did he say United is the. Did he say Maguire is the best centre back? This is ridiculous. See that? I blame you lot, because you lot be running this trash about Varane, and then we let clowns like Southgate say stupid comments like that. That is ridiculous. That is a clown comment. That is ridiculous. No way did he say that.
You guys want to give that country a World Cup winners medal? Are you mad?
Yeah,
Hey, it's crazy.
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
That is
fucking
ridiculous. No way did he say that. No way do we have Raphael Varane and Southgate when Harry Maguire is not even the third best centre back at Manchester United. It's called a spade a spade. He's not even third best. You could argue he's not even better than Phil Jones.
There's people on this panel that root for that country.
So man's like, yeah, Ryan.
Nah, you know
support
what?
your
Yeah,
country,
I was legit saying it to Baines earlier on. Yeah, I feel like ashamed of myself that like in the Euros, yeah, I actually, when England got through to the final, I actually started thinking I might have to give Southgate more respect here. You know,
hold
like I
that.
actually feel ashamed of
that.
myself.
Hold
You know,
Hold that.
Hold
That, right?
You know what I always say on this shit? You know what I always say on this channel, people? Like if I'm on one side of the argument and I see Ryan, sometimes Statman Baines, Timo, some certain people in the chat like C1, if they're on the other side of the fence, normally I'm pretty right. So the fact that Southgate said that, I've just said what I said. And then Ryan goes, you know what? I think he needs more respect. Bear in mind, this is the same Ryan who said Kante is overrated today, just earlier on. So, you know,
Yeah,
like,
dude.
it's way. It just lets me know in it that where I'm at judging football, I'm probably right. It's mad. Yo, cuz we say no.
What's going on, fellas, man? Happy Paul George Day to everyone in it. King's
Paul
back.
George Day.
Happy
Paul George Day.
Listen, hang on.
Paul
I'm
George
sitting
Day,
back.
let's go.
My feet are up. I'm ready to watch the game, man.
Yo, I told you guys. And when they make the announcement, Kawhi Leonard has been like cleared for basketball activity, not just watch.
Good, man. You got your
Scary.
super team back. That's good.
Scary
Okay,
hours. I wonder how your super team is doing, man.
My super team's going to 11th, and I couldn't be happier.
Listen, you different
You
fan,
think
yeah.
this guy's watching the Lakers?
Hey,
Come on, bro.
Timo, are you going to be? Oh shit. Your team.
Listen,
Well, yeah, go on,
Okay.
Jess. What was you gonna say? What were you gonna say,
no,
Jess? My bad. Go
earlier.
on.
Nah, you mean what I said earlier or just now?
Now, what you was gonna say in it, like beforehand in it, before I said Cole's in
Okay. Oh yeah.
What you gonna say?
Oh yeah. Nah, I just wanted to say a thing like, with Southgate, like the comment that he said that he will say that Maguire is better than Varane, pretty much, right? Like, fam, like
I don't believe it,
what
man.
he's on. Like, if it's true, he must think that Varane is
That's
like
the
the
most racist thing
croissant.
I've ever heard.
Like, this is he
That's
must be
actually
thinking
like
he's
the
like
most flagrantly racist thing anyone's ever said.
low key. You know what it is, yeah. You know what it is. It's like he thinks he's the croissant Connor Cody or some shit. Like,
Bro,
I don't get it.
These actual like, you can't give this nation. You cannot give this nation an
No,
international.
we can't. We have to do everything
can't.
power. Like,
I don't care
So-
what corruption needs to happen in Qatar, but that team needs to get bounced ASAP. I'm praying for it.
yo, I can't
Group
wait for the
stages,
World
group
Cup.
stage.
You know,
It will get bounced though, simply because of him.
we should.
I
Look
just
at Bounce.
you see how dangerously stupid people are. You see how dangerously stupid people are. People in positions of power in that country. You can't give them the World Cup. Just like the U.S. can never win the World Cup. Not as it's currently like. You can't let us conquer the sport we don't care about as a nation. Like the powers that be would never let that happen. Like, I'm convinced there's only certain countries that can possibly win. I don't think England's on the list. Like, let's not lie. Like, post-war Europe was a different place in a different time, and England won. So, like, fair enough. But like, ever since like the modern era of sports, it's just they can't win. They just can't. It would be too dangerous.
And they need a Harry
no,
Kane
but
penalty
literally,
to
like-
beat Switzerland, so it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Literally, I am so excited for the World Cup in December.
I'm putting
Yeah,
a
one
shot
done.
out
That's
there.
me flawless. Yeah, that's me flawless. One done. Go on, Jez.
I don't know if it's just me, but I don't think France is gonna win the World Cup.
I don't either.
I've got France, but obviously that could change because we're only in March. and it's not till December.
League Monk, what are you doing?
They are the clear favorites, but for me, always been
What
like
the
if you're like
fuck
the
was
clear
that?
favorites, sometimes like at some point it's like most
Open
of the
three,
time
random
they
white
choke, you know.
guy.
Fucking
He missed.
over again.
Yeah, hold that.
Alright, man.
Hold that. Why are you yelling? You know you're gonna get packed.
But they got the greatest
Don't worry,
number
team aside.
0 of all
Hey,
time, man.
guys, can we get like an update on the Western Conference rankings, man? I want to see if the Spurs are close.
The
What are you
Spurs
talking
are
about?
okay. So Kozilla, when the Lakers lose in approximately 2 hours, they will go into 11th. The Spurs are going to 10th.
Yes, yes.
Wait, that's not even the play-ins,
But do you know
isn't
what
it?
it is? Do you
Nah,
know,
play-ins
this
is
is
7 to 10.
This is guys. It's kind
The
of the easy
Lakers
way
might
out
not
for
even
these
make
guys,
the
man. That's the
play-ins.
problem. It's
Oh
the
my
It kind
easy
of
way
is
out for them.
the way out. That's why I don't really want this to happen either.
I want us to play them in the play-in, and then we just dunk on them. That's what I want to happen.
Yeah, this is what I
Win-win
want to see.
situation.
Like,
28-17.
we need content for this channel. Like, we
Facts.
need
Let's
That's
go,
what I'm saying.
Jez. Let's go.
Hey, Jess, fuck you, man.
hey, like Winter, I'm just trying to help out the channel. Like,
Facts.
Shut up,
You
man.
know what I'm saying?
I'm putting
You know
out
what I'm saying?
channel.
This is what I'm talking about. Let's go, Jez, man.
I need the
Shut
Flakers
up,
leg
Jez,
down,
man.
man. I need the Flakers meltdown.
Shut up, or I'll do to you what Peter does to C1, man. I'll ban you from this place, man. That's what I do. You shut your mouth. Yeah.
You know what? The Lakers missing the plan would be extremely hilarious, but like the Lakers losing to the Pelicans in the plan is the funniest end to the season possible. So like I need that.
You know what's great though? Team is on a sleeper train, so you can't make that much noise during this game. So you're only going to see him make exasperated facial expressions during this game. He can't actually burst out with the noise he wants to make. So he's gonna look at him.
He's gonna have to control himself while he's watching
He has
this.
to control himself on the train.
Don't worry, it's gonna be a quick. Also, it's gonna be. He doesn't need to react too much.
Hey, Luke is so fat, man.
I agree.
Hey, no,
What, Jez?
Down
What?
10.
It's like, bro. It's like I've been seeing this Jokic as well. Like he looks hella
Jokic is
chubby,
7
but
feet.
like
What's
pause, but
Luka's excuse?
nah, but like the way Jokic looks like, it doesn't look like he's supposed to be doing what he's doing. Like, but Luka, I don't know.
Big
This
up
might
one
be
them.
just his. This just might be his body shape. Pause.
Camille, we don't need to discuss Werner. He's trash. End of discussion.
Oh, thank God I don't have to support. Thank God I don't have to support him in the World Cup now. I'm good.
You know what? I'll always respect Timo Werner for one thing, though. That decoy
No, we
run
don't
in the
respect
Champions
him.
League final
my
that made
God.
Ruben Diaz look like Harry Maguire, man.
See
I'll always
what I
respect
said there,
him.
people, about Ryan being on the opposite side of the fence of the
Guy,
argument.
this
You know
guy,
you're
bro,
right.
brother.
It's the prime
Brother,
Man's just
take
come
it-
on here
Nah,
and big up
Werner's
Timo
shit,
Werner.
innit? Werner's shit, but I'll
Gareth
always respect
Southgate
him for that
and said
decoy
Kante's
run.
overrated earlier on today. You won't hear 3 worst takes in a less than a 24 hours span.
The world's highest paid runner. That's what Timo Werner is, man.
Nah, flawless.
I forgot to ask
Flawless,
you.
you're putting it in the wrong context, man. I did say Kante is overrated, so fair enough. But with the Southgate
Yeah, I know.
thing,
I was in. You say that like I'm not there. I seen you type this. It had your name. I seen
but
this.
with the Southgate thing, I said I'm ashamed that I used to think that Southgate deserved a bit more respect. But obviously, I think he's shit now, isn't it?
Is your Kante is overrated take not also shameful?
On his
Temple
birthday,
is-
bro.
Mm.
On his birthday, bro. On his birthday.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's his birthday.
To be fair, his birthday is over. To be fair, his birthday is over.
Yeah, but he said it
but like-
yesterday, Jez, so it counts. He said it on
You
his
said it
birthday
yesterday. Oh my God! Yeah, you are.
Said it
ridiculous
yesterday.
person. You are.
Hey,
Yeah, I
Lakers
said it on the
fans,
Shameless
uh,
SC group
cares?
chat.
Lakers are down 13.
Oh my God.
You know what I say to Southgate? You know what I say to Southgate? You back Harry Maguire so much, play him in a back four for England. Play him in a back four. You
He
won't
did
go
in the
goal.
Euros.
Oh,
to
That's
be
why he
fair.
got a back three.
He did in
Yeah,
the
when,
Euros.
But when though?
He didn't play
Well,
any
if
time.
you guys
In
wanna
the
support losers like
quarterfinals,
Harry Maguire,
semi-finals,
go
and the
ahead.
final.
I am
No,
not
they're
part
not
of the
playing
nation
the
that
back
does
four.
such things.
Yeah, next to John Stones.
No, there's no way to
Bullock,
play
random
backcourt.
guy in the corner. That's another wide open three. The Lakers are down 16.
Yes.
Yeah,
They've given up 40 points in another quarter.
Yes.
like, who are these two? Who are these
Shot
2K
2 from 9,
generated players out there? Jesus Christ, there are too many of them.
The Lakers are really getting moved to. Yeah, it is. I think it's Surfer, say something.
Hello. Is it mine again?
Yeah, you again, fam. Yeah. Check your audio. Check the audio settings. You know, in it when you're speaking.
Three to a long rebound. Random guy in the break with the layup to end the quarter. That's way too easy. Lakers are down 43-25 at the end of one.
Jesus.
I will ask you guys what your thoughts were.
Any difference?
I can hear a little bit clearer now.
Hello.
I mean, to be fair, it's a good thing for
I adjusted
Lakers who don't want to see the team.
Yeah, automatic volume thing.
It's not loud.
I got my first slander comment for being from America. Nice. It only took you guys about a year.
These people just but like
they probably thought you were Canadian, Peter.
It's like it's 1 a.m. and
country. What the hell?
It's 1 a.m. and man, them just talking rubbish on fake accounts, man. Innit? Like,
but
go
isn't
do
it
something.
like 8 o'clock in like America?
It's 8 o'clock on the East Coast where I live. It's 5 o'clock, brother.
I'm so bad with geography, fam.
Right, now you was almost eating, fam. You just got the coast from.
Ryan, we have 4 different time zones here, so I don't really blame you.
Yeah.
Like you
I
guys
know
have
in like
time
Florida,
zones,
it's a
right?
5-hour time difference, I think.
Yeah,
Yo,
so like
has
New
anyone
York
got
to
tickets to
London is 5
Cancun
hours.
flights? I just want to go to Cancun right now.
New York
No,
to
we
London is 5
don't.
hours, right? LA to New York is 3 hours. Hawaii to LA is 2 more. So like depending on where you are in the United States, you could be as many as 10 hours behind the UK or as little as 5.
Mazza.
Yeah, so it kind of makes it kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Like having a country that's so big, it kind of fucking sucks. But like, it is what it is. So when people say like, "Oh, I'm in California," but they're up in like San Francisco, I'm like, "Yeah, that's 6 hours away from me by car." So,
Jesus,
I will not be driving to see you.
That's like me driving to like London, but then an extra 2 hours on top of that.
Now you driving to Brighton.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, that's.
Or it's like Timo traveling to anywhere.
Pretty much so.
Hey, Mohammed, you guys are first in qualifying. At the end of the day, all us CONCACAF teams are getting knocked out in the round of 16 in the World Cup anyways. It's fine.
Wait, who qualified first? Canada, right?
Yeah, Canada qualified officially.
Yeah.
Ryan, you have
I see that.
I'm going to be honest, guys. Everybody's mad about the U.S. saying they qualified when they technically haven't, but like Costa Rica's not going to beat us 6-0. So like, I don't.
Yeah, I don't see. I don't
I don't actually give a fuck.
Oh,
like if they do, fair enough. But like, they're not. So like, people are like, oh, they're so arrogant. Like, shut up, man. Like, blame Costa Rica and Panama for not being better.
Thanks. But what I'm gonna say is though, I can't like Drake. Drake needs to use his curse in USA, not in Canada.
And I just want to say, C1, my nation, that I don't even support that Tufts in the World Cup, and yours isn't. So hold that.
Hey, where was Ushiman and them? And like, where was Kelechi and
celebrated an offsides goal, knowing full well he was offsides. Didn't do shit for the rest of the match.
He was doing overhead kicks.
Also, shout out to Carl Toloi Kambe for that 124th minute winner. That
was a beauty. Hey, did you see the Algeria coach resigned after that?
Good. I'm glad he resigned. Hold that.
Hey, funny enough, I think it was actually an even worse decision for.
So the Lakers started the season 21-19. They're 10-24 since then.
Yeah.
That is hashtag not good.
You guys, they're a bogus team, man. What do you expect, man?
Hashtag trouble.
Look at Russ
getting careful about beat.
Hashtag leadership. Let's go. Russ just dribbled the ball out of bounds. Let's go.
Timo, you can never
Let's go.
Your team wanted to sign him. Your team wanted to get him.
Look, I've had enough of the slander. I'm already.
At the end of the day, he chose us over you. You're crying more, man.
I said, leave me alone.
What's the point? Leave me alone. I'm already in Cancun, bro. Like, what's the point?
I said, leave me alone. Our team
No,
sucks.
because you were like 65. You were like 65 games going into the season. You were still believing.
Okay,
the team
I
could
was
do
like,
something.
that was way off my prediction then. So I'm gonna hold that.
Facts.
I know.
Hey, it's all right. Lakers
No, but
fans,
we're gonna keep.
don't
continue.
hop onto the Suns for the playoffs. We don't want you.
Hey, you know how
Actually, more specifically, I don't want any of the Abdis or Westbrook accounts.
Hey, you know how down bad this team is right now. Westbrook can do the team talk for them.
Yeah, and he just dribbled the
Finish
ball.
him, bro.
Hashtag leadership. Let's go. Yo, this game is a layup line. Oh my lord.
This is ridiculous, yo. This is ridiculous.
Hey, Laker fans, it gets worse on Thursday. You play Utah in Utah without LeBron probably.
That will confirm. Oh yes.
Why's LeBron out?
Because he rolled his ankle pretty bad on Sunday when they blew a 25-point lead.
They blew a what?
They were up 25 at one point in the Pelicans and they lost by 8.
Lakers trash, man.
Like I said, I'm already in Cancun. I've already invested there. I'm enjoying my holiday.
You know what I gotta tell you? We don't care.
You know what? I hope the Lakers get 10. I hope they do now.
Yeah. I'm Laker Nation now to the end.
Yeah, Lakers should be drawn out.
Nah.
Hey, bro, I don't think these Lakers, they understand how bad the situation is. If Russell Westbrook doesn't decide to, if he decides to stay.
Yo, who's that guy that hit a three? The score is 50-27, guys.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, let's
Like,
get
the only hope of going somewhere is if Westbrook decides to go.
Westbrook's not turning down $47 million. So like
exactly, that's my point. They're screwed.
If he does,
he's
one of the greatest Lakers of all time.
Like he's not Abramovich. Like he's not gonna get his shit stolen. Like
that was way off. That was really bad. Random guy with the rebound. I think that's DJ Augustine. As if it's 2010. Very funny.
Why every England fan? English player. Oh shit.
Did I predict the Bulls finish in the play-ins?
No.
I hope that happened if I predicted it. I
remember.
That happened.
We had them top four, didn't we? Top 4 seeds.
When did I say this? I thought the Bulls would be
we said that.
At least you were there.
Playoffs team. No, in the comments I was in the comments.
Nah, man, you're like a 10-day contract player at the moment, man.
Talk to him, Jez. Talk to him, Jez.
No.
Hey, talking on Jez. Let's go.
Talk to me.
Oh, no.
Talk to this.
I am watching this on TNT.
I'm not on the stream, so I can't see it.
Yeah, YouTube TV, but I live in a different country than you guys, so. Hey, C1, your actual country that you like might be a citizen of is not in the World Cup. So if you want to blame some random countries from Western Europe, that's cool.
Wait, how does Spain come into what?
What? He was part Spanish? Is he part Spanish?
No, he's just some random Nigerian. Some random Nigerian guy who we play World Cups with. He's not Spanish.
Random Nigerian. And big up Eddie in the car as well.
Y'all got me?
Yeah.
My fault.
Eddie, what's good, man?
Eddie, help me out, man. Look at this Gippers fan, man.
Oh, don't nobody care about him. Tell him to keep the lights on, huh? Tell him to keep the lights on while we outside the crib. This guy. Nah, for real. I thought the game
you
was
outside.
Yeah, Eddie, you sound hella quiet, fam.
My fault. I thought the game was at 7.
That's cool, no stress, man. Just join back when you're ready, fam. It's all well and good. We ain't going anywhere. Yeah, no stress. Catch you soon,
Eddie,
yeah?
you know the Lakers are down 21, right?
I can't say it out loud as much as I want you to fucking do.
Eddie will be back shortly. No, I didn't watch Canada versus Jamaica. What was the score?
Canada won like 4-0 or something.
Yeah, I started watching Jamaica when I realized we not making out even to the playoffs potentially. I was like, I'm out. I was like, yeah, we out here in it. So it's like, cool. World Cup dream lives on in it. You know what I'm saying?
The Leon Bailey
26 will be there though.
The Leon
He will be there?
We'll be there because CONCACAF's getting 6 spots in the expanded field. The 3 hosts are going to be in, so there's 3 more spots to win.
Oh, let's go. I'm saying I love to see Caribbean teams, more Caribbean teams there, man.
So hold on.
Yeah, I hope you guys are not. I hope you guys are not surprised that like the Lakers are getting moved to.
No.
No,
No, actually, back to that though, to the expansion thing though. Like,
I
does it
don't
mean
know.
African
Some
teams
people
still
are
gonna do
delusionally
all
confident. Like,
teams like? Fuck. Shit.
I said you would be that's goaltending, but all right, you're down 23, so whatever. We'll just let it go. With Melo hanging on the rim when the ball's going through the hoop. Not allowed.
Hey, Laker Nation, man, stand up.
Hey, they'll be all right.
They're tough. They're tough.
They're tough, man. They're tough. We need LeBron to like step ahead in the next couple games so they make the play-ins.
That's good, man. Celebrate PG Day because that's all that Clippers celebrate is Players' Days.
Hey,
Never
cry more,
celebrate
man. Cry more.
Yeah, cry more. Happy PG
You know
Day,
that sounds like a salty man.
Happy PG Day.
Yeah.
Wait,
cry
why is
more.
Trevor Ariza playing?
Oh my god, you sound like an Arsenal fan that celebrates St. Tottenham's Day.
Yo, this random guy they traded
Hey,
for
at least
actually sick.
at least my team has the opportunity to go far this year, man. Cry more.
What? A playing tournament? That's how far you're going. You're not going anywhere.
Yeah, you can believe that. But cry more. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not
cry
crying,
more.
man. I'm fine.
You are, man.
Hey, man.
When the stuff sounds like them grumpy guys, man, just on the sideline. They're just angry at the world. You know Homer Simpson when he's sitting down and he's looking at the sky. That's him.
And you sound like an Arsenal fan every season. We're gonna make it. We're gonna do it.
Yo, Kozilla, which
Never
football
happened.
team
That's
do you
cap, man.
support, fam?
Never happened.
I'm a Chelsea fan.
Brazil supports the champions of the world. The Nets are
Oh, for fuck's sake, another Chelsea fan.
Yeah, hold
Oh.
that, right? Hold that.
So many of you, man, honestly.
Yeah, hold that.
Hey,
The
Ryan,
Nets are losing at home to the Pistons. So,
Ryan, can I
Wallace,
ask you a question? Real quick?
What's this? What's
Go
going
on,
on?
Jez.
the Nets are losing at home to the
No, hold on one
Pistons.
sec.
Yeah, how many quarters are
Oh,
left? Is the first quarter?
It's in the second quarter, but I got to run my agenda. The Nets stink.
Hey, do you think in it, fam? I'm saying
Good lord.
Go on,
they're gonna
Jez,
turn
what
it
were you
around.
gonna ask?
They're gonna turn it around. They'll be
Oh, yeah,
calm.
I need to ask you the question. How do you feel that Mane owns Salah in Africa?
It means that Salah gets an extra rest for us the next season. He's burnt out at the moment, so he gets
No, man,
rest
he
next
get- he
season.
gets
And Salah's
an
better than Mane anyway, so it's more
He gets an
important
extra
he gets
month to
rest
think
than
about
Mane.
what team he's going to join. That's what he gets.
That is
next
true. That's what I was thinking, innit? Because he's not signed that new deal.
Like,
That's exactly
like
what
I
I was
said, but
thinking.
you guys got onto me in it. If he wants to go, then he can go.
Hey, don't do that. We didn't get onto you. We just said if he
Yeah,
wants more
you,
money,
man,
that's cool. You was
Nah,
in
you
your
know
feelings
what?
about
Nah,
it. That's all. This guy
nah, you
trying to
know what
revise
happened?
history. You
Nah,
comedian.
I was speaking about this earlier on to Statman and Cam's in it. I was saying that when people are saying now, oh, look at the shit players at other clubs that are earning more than Salah. Liverpool should give him more than them then. But that's not that. But that's because other clubs are fucked up with their wage structure. They've made mistakes. So why should we just give Salah money just because other clubs have made mistakes? Like that's.
I agree. I hear that debate to it, but Salah still has a debate where I can get more money elsewhere. He's in it for himself. So it's like if he chooses,
if he's in it for himself, then
and that's cool. Like every player is in it for themselves. Like this is nothing new. No one else is taking less money when you can get more elsewhere. Very few players, I should say. So he should be paid. He's one of the best. You just don't like it because it's your team. He's one of the best Premier League play. He's one of the best players in the Premier League. Therefore, you should be compensated as such. Why is that a wild statement? I don't get it.
I just don't think we should break our wage structure just for him.
That's cool. So then when you lose him, that's cool. That's on you, lot.
Yeah.
That's absolutely fine. But you're making out like he shouldn't ask for it, like he's wrong. Like, no, he's not wrong for us. Same way Liverpool are not wrong for giving it him. If Liverpool choose or not to give him that money, that's on them if they don't want to break their wage structure. Cool. But Salah can ask for that. The reason why we got onto you about it is because you was making out that Salah was wrong for it. I know. He wasn't wrong for it. Because he'll make that elsewhere. It's not like it's unreasonable demands. He's one of your most important players and one of the best players in the league. Therefore, and he's brought success to your team. But good luck finding a replacement. As a United fan, I hope he leaves you lot.
We'll find a replacement.
Yeah, I hope he leaves you lot in it. Going to find someone who's that consistent, scores that many goals, delivers that much success is very tough to do. So I hope you lot let him go.
Do you think the Brooklyn Nets, their atmosphere is like the worst?
I just saw someone just engaging. Bless him.
What?
I think I'm kind of glad I didn't hear what he said.
No, I just saw someone.
Timo, your internet's cutting out. It's a sign.
Yeah, you're cutting out. Yeah, go on. Say what you're saying. Say what you're saying, sir.
Do not.
Every time I watch the Brooklyn Nets when they play in Brooklyn, the atmosphere is just
like there's a
shut
guy.
up, Timo.
Timo, relax, man. Go on. Say what you're saying. Your internet's breaking up.
I get no.
Yo, how does this guy get open threes every time?
Yeah.
Right. When did this lead happen? 60 to
Go ahead,
33.
Go ahead. My bad.
Nah. Do you reckon, Pete? You know when you watch the Nets when they play at home? I don't get any joy from watching them. You know, the atmosphere is just not.
I do like
It's
City fans.
It's like watching Man City, bro.
Yeah,
They got no fans.
Another three. Oh my lord! It's 63 to 33.
Man.
How are you down 30 in the second quarter?
Well, most of
only
the
been
fans are just
17
like
minutes.
New York
Why are you
Knicks
losing by
fans
this much?
or just like so randoms.
Guys, the Lakers
Yeah.
are giving up. The Lakers are giving up 63 points in 17
Dude,
minutes.
they don't want to play in the play-ins. Where's the tell, man?
You know what?
They
City
said
fans
we can
don't
go to
get?
11 to watch this.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what City fans don't get? You know when people criticize their fan base, yeah. You know, like today, I think that their tickets for the away game against Atletico went on general sale in it, which is a bit embarrassing. But then so when rival fans criticize them, they'll say stuff like, "Oh, it costs a lot of money and stuff," which I get. That's why a lot of fans can't go. It's a lot of money at the end of the day. But the reason why they can't fill it is because they don't have the size of fan base that Liverpool and Man United have at the end of the day, and a Chelsea. If fans can't go, you've got enough fans there who will pay the money and go. That's just what people criticize City over, is the lack of fans at the end of the day. They just don't realize that. That's what the thing is, man.
They're selling tickets on uni days. Like, it's crazy. Like Champions League.
But
tickets.
Champions
Their
League
Champions
night,
League
you know.
away
Champions
allocation's gone
League
to
night.
general. It's gone to general sale, right?
Yeah.
That would never happen for a Champions League quarterfinal. That would never happen.
But yet when we say they have no fans, they act surprised.
Yeah, they'll defend themselves saying it's a lot of money and stuff, which is understandable, of course. But with like United, Liverpool, Chelsea fan base, if one fan can't go, there's enough fans there to make up for that at the end of the day. You get what I mean? Another fan will come in and
we have a trip down to Wembley. We have all this stuff. I'm like, I hear that. I understand that.
Thing is, no one's questioning the loyalty of the City fans that are actually there at the end of the day. We're questioning the volume of fans you've got.
Yeah, we respect all 12 of them.
Literally just the ability to sell tickets in a timely manner.
What
they just can't
they rebranded the court, man. Bring in
So, like, you know what it is as well? It's like they don't even get like people that fly in to watch them in the Champions League. Like, you get other teams. There are people flying from different countries to watch their team. The City can't even do that. So I'm not trying to offend anybody, but they got like 12 fans out there sharing that on, and the rest are like internet warriors, like Twitter warriors and that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Whole time Mohammed, one of the 12 City fans who's found his way over to the chat. Yo, man, if you don't got a big fan base, it don't matter in that. There's teams who are less successful. There's teams who have no success or haven't had success for years and have massive fan bases.
Tottenham
Forest
have
have
a
a
fan base in City.
Nottingham Forest.
I would have figured after like a decade of like consistently winning stuff and playing in Champions League, like there would be a base of people that would want to follow the club like in Europe. But I don't know. I guess not. Like
because there's no soul, fam. That's why I'm Manchester born. Boom.
Imagine our tickets to the Bernabeu went to general sale, bro. No chance.
This would be ridiculous. That would be ridiculous.
You know what? They exist, man. I keep saying this all the time. I'm Manchester born and bred. Man, I went to primary school here, high school here. You know what I'm saying? College here. They don't exist. You know what I'm saying? There's more United fans here. There's more Chelsea fans here. There's more Arsenal fans here. There's more Liverpool fans here. City fans started popping up. I remember in my entire primary school, high school, college, I could count on one hand the amount of City fans that I met. Legit. And it's not all, and I couldn't feel the hand either. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not happening whatsoever.
That was
one
good.
of those things, man. I don't know. Like,
that's why I keep telling people that. I keep telling people that go, Man United fans, the big rivalry of City fans. I say no, man. It's like
who are City's rivals?
It's like us against. It's like us with Fulham.
But then it's weird being a City fan
local
because why is City always that club who another team would rather City win it than Why is City always
because there's a difference between rivals and arch rivals. They're rivals by convenience. They're rivals by geography. You know what I'm saying? So at Liverpool to an extent, but there's more to it as well. Like
There's
Arsenal and rivalry, there's a deeper thing. Liverpool are not rivals by geography. Arsenal and United are not rivals by geography. There's more to it.
But City are always the lesser of two evils, aren't they? At the end, always, man. It's
there's the fact that United fans would rather
most United
generations
fans
of
would say
hatred,
they'd
right?
rather City win the league than Liverpool. It's like
There's generations of hatred between United and Liverpool. Like
Yes.
it stretches back like damn near 70 years.
Yep.
Right.
Right.
Then you've got like as far as let's say Liverpool and Everton is a local thing, right? So like that's complete. And like also there was a time in English football where those were two of the three best sides in the country. And like with the whole English fans getting banned from Europe and Everton's best period in the Premier League in recent memory, like there's stuff that plays into that.
But even
like,
Everton, Liverpool's it's like a friendly derby, in it. Like you got households there who like it's
I-
all family. At the end of the day. It's a very friendly atmosphere there.
Yo, Ryan, you're bugging out, fam.
I can't speak on it because I don't live there. But like for City, like there's not that history that stretches back generations with like most of the current top teams in England, right? Every rivalry they have is like new. It just takes time. So like for them, I don't know, maybe in 15, 20 years, they won't have this issue when these people who found Manchester City at a young age have kids and they're born into supporting Manchester City. But it's kind of like starting over and like beginning to build a global fan base 10, 15, 20 years after everybody had already solidified theirs.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I hear that.
Like you said, it's Jenny, you're born into it. Whereas there isn't a generation of City fans born into it.
Their fans are like, with the exception of Yan, Big Steve, and like other content creators, I'm yet to meet a City fan via social media that's older than me, and I'm 25. There's a reason for that. All these people who started getting into football a dozen or so years ago, City were like the up and coming team at the time, so that became like a cool thing to support. But there's no like legacy support behind it, so it's not going to attract generations of fans. There's no reason to.
Yeah, because they ain't done shit. That's why.
Which is fine. Like Chelsea under Roman Abramovich at first, that was viewed the same way, like across Europe and like in global football. We were the new money team at one point. We still are viewed as a new money team in the context of like old money, right? But City are like even newer money. So they have to go through that period of growth, just like how we did.
Wow.
And spark them rivalries like the one that you now have with Liverpool, for instance.
Yeah, exactly. Like that only happened through like playing each other in Champions League 5 years in a row. There were domestic cup finals and semifinals, and like them ending our unbeaten home record. Like there was all sorts of events, right? You had a failed Steven Gerrard transfer saga. Like there's all sorts of shit that went into that to actually build it up to what it is now.
Yeah, there's moments. There's history. Like you said, even with Everton and Liverpool, their grounds being across the road from each other adds to the rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
That adds to it. Of course it does. If the Etihad was right next to Old Trafford,
the
that would add
Etihad and
to it.
Old Trafford isn't as close as what people would think, you know.
Yeah. Like obviously it's close, you can get to it, but it's not across the way. And plus even Main Road, it's like, yo, I remember they was in Division 2, Division 1, like we didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Because you barely seen
No reason to care. Like, do you think we actually care about what Millwall are doing? No.
Facts. It's kind of like Liverpool with Tranmere.
Not to interject, but Ken Bazemore being checked in right now.
Let's go. Cause his favorite Laker. Yeah, guys, scores Dallas 69, Lakers 44, 3 minutes left in the half.
All team NBA, all cardio, man.
It's not great. But it's just City. It's one of those things like for this first wave of City fans, you're just going to have to put up with the, oh, you have no fans jokes. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like,
Yeah, hold up. I wouldn't even care. If I was having success, I don't care. Well, City fans getting their feelings. You know why? Because it's true. That's what it is. You know what hurts? The truth.
Yeah, City fans know deep down it's true.
Yeah, of course it is. This is why you gotta have no. This is why I can watch. I can look on my TV. You lot are in a Champions League semi-final against Real Madrid, and I can see blue seats. What is going on?
Blue seats.
What is going on? It's like, oh, it's like that doesn't happen anywhere else. There's no other club that happens to. No other clubs. A teams come up from relegation and will pack out on their opening day against Norwich. Brentford could come up and play Norwich in the Champions. Like it's gonna be packed out. And this is not what we're doing. But like you said, there's no history there. This is why they don't have any rivalries. Because even if you go lower down, everybody has their arch rivals. Like, that's the team that we dislike. Like there's rivalries and obviously depending on where your club's at, you have more than others. Like United seem to have a lot. Chelsea have a lot. Liverpool, I would say, have a lot. It's like City really don't. Spurs have a lot, especially if you're London based, because there's so many teams are in and around you.
But I
And
feel
if
like
you've had
City
success.
fans are trying to force one with us over the
Of course
last
they
few
are.
years. But like,
Ryan, they have nothing else to do, brother. They gotta force it with somebody.
No,
like
I mean,
the
you
club
guys are
that
kissing
we'll
each
always
other,
hate the
so
most is Man United. That's just one of
Yeah.
those things. Even if Man United got relegated to League Two, they'll always be the club that I hate the most.
Yeah, of course, the
mean-
feeling is mutual.
I mean, these guys trying to kiss with you because I'll be seeing that you guys like hugging and shit, like and be like friendly all that. Like that's not even a rivalry. Like it's so soft.
Facts.
So
Very
soft,
soft, like, oh, your fullbacks are so good now. Your fullbacks are better. All this bullshit, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? Pep and Klopp changed the game. 2 best managers ever. All this rubbish.
Hey, what a lovely interaction between both of them. Oh, get the fuck out
You know
of
what I'm
here.
saying? All this kissing and you know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm telling you, we need to just scoop this Champions League and just make it very uncomfortable.
Aye. You didn't need to say all that. You know what I'm saying? We didn't need to go that far. You know what I'm saying? We need to scoop this
We're saving
Champions
the
League.
world if you think about it.
No.
Fuck all this
No.
love
Give it
and
to
right.
beauty called Real Madrid in it. That's give them save the world.
Yo, but Flawless is like. Do you remember the last game of SC we did last week, Flawless, where me and you were just making little digs to Jan about City and their fans and stuff like that. But and Jan was like, "Oh, brilliant, you little pricks," because Jan knows deep down we're right, both of us.
Yeah, because I was just making constant jokes about Champions League and I just seen if she caught it because a lot of
it's obvious though. Like, guys, a Champions League quarterfinal away tie has gone to general sale. You know, like, I would die for the opportunity to just buy a general sale ticket, fly over to Madrid, and go to a Champions League quarterfinal. People are like, oh, it's expensive. I'm like, I hear that, but like, it's the last 8 of the Champions League. A Champions League you guys have never won, by the way.
Thanks.
Like, yeah, like, oh, we have a trip to Wembley. I'm like, you have all that stuff every year. Like, City, it's weird. Like, they've been winning so much. You would think fans would love to go like follow the team and like support them and like would make it work, but like, whatever, man. We have the first week and we'll be there.
Man City fans couldn't fill up the stadium against Leipzig after they got sold tickets for the on uni days, but Young Boys was getting the stadium filled up against Rivalry.
Yeah, but do you know City? You know when you accuse City of not filling Champions League games, yeah, they'll always say that thing of, oh, but you know they'll act like they're in protest against UEFA in it and like deciding not to just go to the game because they don't like the Champions League and UEFA. What a load of bullshit, honestly. Wait till they win it. Whether it's this season, next year, I don't know. Wait till they win it, and then let's see what they're like after that, innit?
City's agenda against UEFA makes no sense to me, anyways.
They're acting like they're the only victims against UEFA when that's just not the case. UEFA are pagans to everyone.
Like, guys, like, I don't know if you guys understand, but like, we played Liverpool 5 years in a row, and we played Barca 4 years out of 5. Like, I am not shedding any tears for anyone. Arsenal fans, like, whatever you play in the round of 16, I don't give a fuck. I have no sympathy for you guys. Like, figure it out.
It's the Champions League. You're in the big leagues, isn't it?
Yeah.
In the big leagues. Welcome. Yeah, you tough.
That's right.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one.
You know what? I wonder if Champions League semi versus Chelsea tickets would go to general sale. So Chelsea fans would buy them. We'd be there. We'd be there in the home end with the inflatable Champions League balloon singing "Where's a European Cup?" Oh my god, it'd be so bad. Hey, you better pray we can't sell tickets by then. Actually, I think we can.
Yeah, because Timo was talking about, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we'll get you the ticket in the away end. I'll link you, man, afterwards. That's what I'll do. Because the Etihad ain't too far from me. So I was like, yeah, if you, man, draw them.
The Etihad is very close to you, fam.
Yeah.
I drive to yours and I go past the Etihad all the time whenever I go to yours.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah.
Yo, the Lakers really gonna give up 80 points.
And there's never any traffic there as well.
They didn't even pay for that. They were given that. Yeah.
But I like, the game is already over. Like technically.
Oh, the game is over. I'm trying to see how much Dallas scores.
Look at AD just out there, just it pisses me off. I can't lie. I see what Eddie's saying.
Nah, man, he's not got his head on this time, man. He's stressed. You know what I'm saying?
AD knows he has to come back and play this week. Of course he's stressed. I'd be stressed.
Dude, just sit. I wouldn't even just sit him.
Oh, do you know what? You know what I just clocked about City fans about how much hypocrites they are. Yeah? You know when they're acting. You know when they talk about UEFA, like UEFA are so corrupt and everything, which they are. Like, let's be honest, UEFA are pagans. But then they'll hype up but then they won't say anything about the FA or anything like that. Yeah, even though the FA have just literally kept a FA Cup semi-final at Wembley when no fans can travel by train to the game, and yet City fans won't accuse the FA of anything.
The Champions League, man.
Yeah, we all know that's the reason, innit? But like hypocrites, man.
Why don't City fans just ask Man City to do what they did for the Champions League fund, just pay for their travel? They did it for the Champions League.
Yeah, but none of them. What fans are gonna? You're acting like City have fans to go to the semi-final.
Anyone's good. All right, then we'll just get one of those old school minivans, isn't it?
I better fucking get a ticket for the semi-final. I'm not losing out on another trip to Wembley. Fuck that.
Bro, go to the Chelsea Palace semi. Russ turned it over.
Wait, is the game at Palace or is the game? No, it's Wembley. My bad.
Wembley, brother. That's a dunk.
Cheers, man.
79.
I'm not used to being in Wembley. Okay.
What do you mean you played a season and a half?
Yeah, you've been a couple of semi-finals, man.
I'm not
a season and a half. What are you talking about?
Bro, still though.
What's that about, man? You played for 18 months.
It felt long. It felt long.
Fuck, we go to Wembley like every season, man. Fuck. Our fans act like it's special. It's so funny. It's like we're literally gonna be there next season.
Fuck, I forgot club football's coming back. I'm depressed again.
Yo, speaking about Prem football, yeah, I was having this debate earlier on, yeah, with Statman and Cams. If, like, obviously with the Pep and Klopp thing, I have Pep above Klopp at the moment, innit? But, like, as a manager. But let's say Klopp was to beat Pep to the title this season and Pep doesn't win the Champions League. What do you think there's a conversation to be had after that?
No, he needs to do more. But it's massively in his favor. But you have to do more. It's not just one season.
On their entire like managerial legacy, it would do more for Klopp to just beat Pep to the European Cup.
What if Klopp was to win the Premier and Champions League this season?
Well, then yeah, that would be great. But even still, like it would mean more if Klopp went to another European Cup final and like won it, in my opinion, than like the leagues and stuff.
So you think it's more important Klopp wins the Champions League than a Prem this season?
Yes.
Both, you gotta catch him in both because they're both part. They're both.
I don't think Klopp will ever catch Pep like domestically.
That's the problem, is because
domestically is too hard to do.
That will always be the argument. That will always be a part of the argument.
That's fine. But if Klopp like emerges with like 3 Champions Leagues by the end of his career, and Pep has just the 2 with Barca, then like that's the way I would look at it, at least.
Yeah, to me, I look at it as a mixture of both. How you doing in both?
Are we still watching the Lakers? Yes,
we are still watching the Lakers. I'm not saying he has to catch him in leagues, but I'm saying he has to compete. He has to beat him. You have to stop this dominance. Man can't just be winning 4 out of 5 years while you're here. That can't continue.
Nah,
you can't be winning 3 from 4. Like, despite same way in Europe, he couldn't let Pep win 2 or 3 and he's winning none, and they're in the same. You're competing together. You gotta win, man. You gotta fight back. Yes, he might have had a head start, obviously thrown in the Barca stuff, but I'm talking solely on just their careers here, just in the Premier League.
Yeah, I hear that.
I can do it. He's got to just compete. Win a couple Premier Leagues, win like some Champions Leagues and that. Match him. Start like, all right, so it's a competition. Don't let Klopp get vengered. Because people talk about, United, Arsenal and that.
There is
we brushed them aside.
There is that danger of that happening.
That was our error. Yes, it was entertaining, but that was our error. If you go back and look at it,
Klopp won't get vengered though. He can't.
I hope not. I'm talking just even with the yeah, but if Pep matches that and continues the Premier League dominance, then yeah, he will get, because he's done everything you've got.
Talking about Klopp just being that guy who wins one every like 4 years, whereas Pep's winning the others. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, Klopp's just probably going to be that. Like, which
that's like, so City's that like you the co-star in the Pep show.
Klopp's big. This season is a big chance for Klopp. This season, a big one. This is a big chance for him.
If won nothing else besides Carabao Cup, I'm laughing in your face.
It would be hilarious. But then again, if you win 2 or 3 more trophies or win some form of a treble, that's very impressive, because you've done that up against Pep.
This 7 weeks that's coming up is massive. This is literally could be the best ending to the season possible, or it could be the most fucking heartbreaking.
Here's hoping for the latter.
If we retain
so emotional.
If we retain the European Cup, I'm saying Tuchel is the best active Champions League manager in world football. I'm saying it.
Winning back to back would be a big
Shut
thing.
down,
But
shut
what about
down.
Zidane?
I
It'll be
promise
hard
you
to
guys,
go
shut down
against
the
Zidane's
Zidane's not an active manager, brother. He's unemployed.
Yeah, he's not in the job.
Tuchel is
you can't
also
argue that.
if he gets to the final, that's 3 finals in a row.
Well, can't argue that. If he
That's
does,
something that's only done by Zidane in the modern era.
Huh?
Yeah, yeah,
because Fergie got to 2, I think.
yep.
He got 3
That's
out
2
of
in a row.
4, didn't he?
Pep
Which is very
Fergie
impressive.
got to 3 in 4 years, I think.
Well, which is very
Well,
impressive
yeah,
in
he got
himself.
3 and 4 years, but he only got to back in 08 and 09.
Well, so it's like,
So yeah,
Well,
if Tuchel wins
Go on.
this Champions League, I'm looking real funny at a lot of people in the game, aka that bald man up in Manchester.
oh, that definitely makes me look different at Pep if that happens. 100%.
One eye open.
Right.
100%.
What happens to Pep? What makes him? What did you say?
Right, he made the European record look even worse than it already is.
If what
If
was to
Tuchel was to win again this
defends
season,
the Champions League this season.
Yeah. Considering you've not won it and you've had all of the resources,
Because for Tuchel to defend it, that means City don't make the final again, right? And that means he probably beats Pep along the way.
82 points.
Yeah, I'd have to
Yeah,
look
I've
up.
already said it's a City Chelsea Champions League semi-final. Just like I think it'll probably be a Liverpool Bayern semi-final.
Oh, like I'm saying, if Chelsea end up winning it again, and like all like the excuses for like people for Pep not winning one in a decade plus, I don't want to hear any of them at all.
You know what? I was thinking I was having this argument with Cam, not argument but debate. I was thinking, who would I rather lose playing a Champions League final, City or Chelsea? And I thought to myself, if I had to lose to one of them, I'd rather lose to Chelsea. You know, as mad as it sounds.
Oh, because if you lose to City, you have like no stick to beat Pep with at all.
Nah, but if you lose to City,
That
yeah,
would completely finish.
if you
your
lose to
contract.
City, do you ever think I could like look Jan in the eye ever again?
Nope.
you can't look her in the eye now anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
What do
but
you
like
mean?
Ryan, if Klopp loses to Pep in European football's biggest fixture, then like you will never have legs to stand on for a Klopp Pep debate ever again.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That as well.
Even
Like,
if Klopp was to beat him to the title this season.
no one would care. It'd be like Pep bodies you in the Champions League final, you'd be like, fuck. Like, let's be honest. If Liverpool do win the Prem, but you lose the Champions League final, you're gonna be distraught about the season. You're going to be.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I would be buzzing with the Prem though, man.
I mean, you would be until you lose that, bro. I'm telling you, you lose the Champions League final, the whole season's a waste.
If we lost it to Real Madrid, for example, but won the Prem, I wouldn't be asked in it. But like,
Yeah, but like if you lose to a team,
don't lose
from
to an
Federation,
English side in it. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, of course that makes it worse.
which will probably happen because
Oh yeah, it's either you or City getting to the final when you're in 100%. I don't see Real or Atletico doing it.
yeah, it's one of those things like you don't want to risk playing teams from your federation in the European Cup final. It's a lot, but hey, if Pep loses a final to Tuchel and Klopp, I don't know.
Yeah, I can't lie. We need
Hard to
that.
leave the
This is
country.
football. I can't lie. That this is football moment. So Benfica, do your job. I need a
Benfica, Atletico, Real.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? All gotta do their business. Man.
One of my
100%.
friends told me that Inter Milan are a better team than Benfica.
Look at Flawless.
You know,
He's
we
already
don't think
suffered for this
Inter Milan
season,
are-
isn't it, Flawless?
Well, Ryan, your friend is right.
Yeah.
Benfica
Because I
beat
haven't watched.
Ajax.
I don't watch a lot of
That's
both of them,
good.
but I have heard Inter are better than Benfica.
Inter are they're a much better team than Benfica.
Yeah.
Benfica are the
If they
worst
didn't
team in the
concede those
quarterfinals.
if they didn't concede those 2 goals in the first leg, this game would have been more open.
Benfica are a much better team. Benfica are like by far the worst team in the quarterfinals, in my opinion.
Worse than Villarreal.
Yes,
Ten Hag.
I'm so confident Villarreal will beat them over 2 legs.
You know what? I said this as well. Like, I love Pep Guardiola in it. I actually love him as a manager. But anyhow we win the quadruple this season, I'm slandering Pep for all summer.
Oh,
Ryan.
I'm slandering my manager if Liverpool win a quadruple. We can't let that happen.
Right.
We gotta at least walk away with FA Cup or something, man. We play too
Wait,
many
did-
fucking fixtures.
Oh, it's afternoon already. Flipping out. My streams are so.
What you saying there, Timo?
What's up?
I said my stream was slow.
Okay.
You're all right. You'll be all right, dog. Don't yell at us. The fuck?
On the other hand, though, Pep could win a treble.
Hey, Timo, hold that, man. Hold that.
Hey, don't put that energy out there, man. We don't need no troubles.
Nah,
We don't need
that's the thing.
Pep
no
could
trouble.
win a
Could win a
treble.
quad. Pep could win a treble.
Tuchel,
we don't-
Tuchel could win 4 trophies in a season. Klopp would win the quadruple. Like all sorts of fucked up crap can happen.
We don't need this.
Man United can't.
Now
win.
watch Bayern Munich win the
Yeah,
Champions League.
Enjoy the play-ins, fam. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I
the play-ins,
will.
they're in
When
11th,
Lakers,
brother.
when Lakers aren't in it, I will enjoy it even more.
Yeah, enjoy
That's
11th,
crazy,
innit?
man.
Yeah.
The big bad Lakers.
I know. Talk to him, Cozy. You know what I'm
Guys,
saying?
if you wanted the Lakers update, they're down 82 to 56 at halftime. Yes, they gave up
Jesus.
82 points and a half.
Hey,
in basketball.
that's what I'm saying. We can't let these Lakers get away from. You know what I'm saying it's cooking, man. They need to hold it
Facts.
today, man.
Hold that.
Need to hold
Hold
it.
that, sir.
Ryan's,
You know what I'm
Ryan's
saying?
doing you
Hold
guys a
that.
favor by talking about football. You guys have to hold it tonight, man.
Let's go,
I'm waiting.
cuz.
I'm waiting for Eddie.
Hold
really,
that,
truly.
sir. Hold
I'm
that,
waiting for that
Timo.
guy to
Yeah.
come. Because when that
Yo,
guy
the
comes,
Knicks down 6 at
hold on,
halftime to the Pistons. Let's go.
Spurs, you are such a shit stirrer. Right? Yeah, in the background, whispering in people's ears. That's what you are. Yeah. You're a cartoon clown. That's what you are.
Hey, you started this by going for United, didn't it? So you don't get it in that. You know what I'm saying? You started this. Yeah. You can't say, yo, just don't. Hey, Spurs fan, you can shut up. You know what I'm saying? You got no legs to stand on, innit? You know what I'm saying? You never been at the big kids table. Hold that. You know what I'm saying? And that. This guy.
Wait to be
Hold
invited.
that, innit? Your last league title was in the 1800s, fam. You know what I'm saying? Shut up, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, what the fuck? I was thinking you
Sure, man. Look at you all befuddled. You don't know what's going on. Shut the fuck up. No, that's anything.
Final memorabilia than actual trophies. You can hold that, Des. Man, you shut your face.
Yeah, shut your face, man. Shut up, man.
your
No one
face.
asked you anything.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I said you were spit. I said you were spitting, and then you
Yeah,
come
you're
after me like
spitting,
that.
you, man. You shut up, man.
Hey, you know what?
Yo,
You know
respect
what?
the
Fair
club
enough.
with the best striker. in
No,
the
Ryan, shut the fuck up. No one to hear
Shut
what
up
you
as
got
well,
to say. You
Ryan.
know, Ryan, innit? Shut the fuck up, man. You know what I'm saying? No one wants to hear what you got to say. You know what I'm
Fight me,
saying? This guy, innit? Whatever, man.
Third best
You know what I'm
striker.
saying?
Fight you. I'll use you as a toothpick. That's what I
This
use
guy
you.
said, fight me. How about your team fights for some trophies? How about
Yeah.
that? You know what I'm saying? Win some more
We
stuff.
are-
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and how's that worked out? How many league titles in the past 32 years? How's that worked out, fam?
More
So,
than
Paul,
just.
did you watch Apprentice last week?
Yeah, that's what I thought. You gotta switch topics, innit?
Yeah.
Hey, to be fair, they won the league title like recently, so
Who won the league title recently? Who?
I mean Liverpool like 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, you would as a Spurs fan back that. You know what I'm saying? Even
Yeah.
one if you combine
Yeah,
your
yeah.
age and Ryan's age is one, you know what I'm saying? Even one league title and 2 Champions Leagues in it. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right, man. You're 2 6-month-old babies. That's what you are.
Yeah,
1-year-old.
facts. I'm saying you don't want to talk about trophies and you've seen, you know what I mean, one league title between both your sorry ass clubs. Isn't that what we doing?
Hey,
Jez, you've won more trophies on
So,
pro
World
clubs than Spurs have in their history, man. That's what you won, yeah.
yeah, and you know what? I'm proud of it as well. I'm very proud.
As you
Yeah,
should
hold
be.
that.
You should be proud of it, man. Be very proud, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You could be out here looking and sounding like Ryan. You know what I'm saying? So you be proud of it. You know what I'm
I
saying?
actually like Spurs, you know, though.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, no
Average
surprise.
Average likes average, man. That's
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Your flaws, that was a serious question, though. Did you watch The Apprentice final?
I did watch the Apprentice final. Yeah, it went
did you
exactly
think?
as I expected it to go.
Bro, I really
I
wanted
expected Harpreet
Catherine
to
to
win.
win, you know. I really
Why?
like Catherine. I really
She
like
was, she
her,
was
innit?
she was good. They were both very, very good. But like Harpreet was always gonna win. She was the better candidate with the better
she was a
business.
better candidate by a mile, in it, but like,
Mm.
yeah, she deserved to win still.
Good series.
Catherine, man. Yeah.
It was a good series. It was. And Flawless is Saeed legit serious about it not looking good for Ten Hag. What got said about Ten Hag? What was it?
Well,
What did he
Saeed
say?
put a tweet out with Ten Hag and the heart and the emoji of a heartbreak, like. But
Used
he
to me.
I don't think he went into any detail about why he put that.
He's got sources,
Hey.
apparently.
You know what Saeed's like? He always he wears his heart on his sleeve, innit? So that's why I
I
don't
reckon he
know.
got sources
He
from
got-
that
he-
Bridgetown Premier. That's where he got the source from.
Yeah, he
From
got
the
the
where?
Chris. He got the
He's
Chris.
at that Premier this
Chris
week,
Khan
didn't he? With that-
sources.
Goes that Premier.
He went to the Prem. Yeah, he
That's
did. He
where
went to
got
that
the
Premier.
source from. That's where he got the Ten Hag source from, probably. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Rubbing shoulders with celebrities now. So.
Yeah, yes, yo, Saeed a full blue tick. Let's go, man. Big up my guy Saeed out here shining and that. Love to see it. That's my guy. Full on blue tick, man.
Make sure when you go on this calling show, you got your camera on.
Yeah, that's why. Because we was gonna do I was gonna do a calling show in there. Me and Peter was gonna do it. I seen what happened to Saeed. I seen what happened to Tapping Tobes, and I was like, yeah, I ain't doing that shit. Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's
no, thank you.
So that's why you didn't get a calling show, people, because me and Peter spoke about it, and we was gonna do one legit. And I seen what happened to Saeed. I seen what happened to Tobes. Shout out to Tobes. And then I was like, yeah, I ain't doing that shit.
Did anyone watch the Portugal game tonight?
Nope, I didn't.
Nope.
Your guy Bruno scored a couple of good goals, man.
I'm hearing, someone was trolling me about it.
Nah, legit couple of good goals.
No, someone was trolling me about it in regards to, like, in the chat saying, oh, Bruno, you said Bruno and Ronaldo can't play together and that. We always get this stupidness. You know what I'm saying? Every time. This is why I don't pay no mind. Who do they play? North Macedonia.
Yeah, he carried Ronaldo, so it's kind of like.
You know Jota, yeah.
Yes, Eddie, what are you saying? Oh, he said 1 sec. Go on, Ryan. Say what you're saying, fam.
You know Jota, yeah. I can't lie. This guy is one of the most overrated players I've ever seen.
You know what? We was playing pro clubs and Bainesy just had an absolute Jota masterclass. He really did. He was garbage, but still managed to score goals. That's one of the worst pro clubs performances I've ever seen.
You know who
in my
Jota
entire
is?
life. Statman Baines on pro clubs.
Oh my god!
You know who Jota is? He's Inzaghi, fam.
Is he Inzaghi? Nah, he's got more tech than Inzaghi, though. He's more tech. He has more
if you're
tech
talking
than
about the
Inzaghi.
pro club players that don't do anything and get a goal, that's C1, man.
You know what's mad, cuz?
Just running
Peter
around
said the
doing
same
nothing.
shit. Peter said the same thing about
Wait,
Cuz.
wait,
I mean, about
Cuz, what'd you say?
C1. He said about if we talk about players who do nothing and score goals in pro clubs, it's C1.
Oh, Cuz is spitting. Cuz knows. C1's the worst pro class player to ever breathe. He's the single worst player ever.
Well, I thought you guys were going to say me.
No, C1 is worse, which sounds crazy.
Oh, yeah, I know C1 is worse than me. I've seen it. I've played with him as well.
Like, C1, the funny thing is in real life football, this man will gas up like performances and claims to be like anti like stat merchant, right? But when he plays pro clubs, he takes 1v1s with like he thinks he's Werner on the wing, just big touches and just nothing else, and there's just no overall play to it. It's absolutely outrageous. But this man like swears he's an ability merchant. I'm like, no, you're just a complete contradiction. Like, how can you do this? How can you drop these pro clubs and then talk like this on the timeline?
So you want to tell me it's like it's Soko on the wing?
Bro, it's like it's Sissoko, yeah, pretty much. But then, like, the thing is, we'll put together a team move, we'll cross it to him, and he'll score, and then he'll tell us all to hold that. I'm like, you don't understand. We just let these guys.
Yo, I deeped it. You know that Tottenham team under Poch, yeah, for a couple of seasons. That was some team, you know. When I deep it, yeah. Look, go through the plays. That was a great team. Lloris in there, back row, Walker, Toby, Jan Vertonghen, and Danny Rose. Midfield, Wanyama, Dembele, then Eriksen, Son, Ali, and Kane. That was a great team, you know.
Yeah, it was a great team.
That was a cool story, man.
What they win?
Maybe a decent team. I don't know about great, man.
What they
Bro,
win?
I think it was a decent. It was a decent.
Never forget.
It was a it was a decent team, but like great teams are like when you win also throw like decent teams like
they had no depth.
They
They were a great team. They were a good. They were a great 11. They weren't a great squad though. They had no
Didn't
depth.
get to any finals.
That 11
Didn't get to any finals.
the squad in terms of squad, it wasn't a great squad. I agree with that.
Yes, a very good 11. It was a very good 11.
The squad was poor, man.
But the fact that Spurs haven't had a very good 11 in their entire history, like entire Premier League run, is why that team is gassed up so much. Because we've never seen a serious Spurs side that even looked like could challenge. We've never seen a serious Spurs side that was consistent top 4. It's never been done before. That's where all that gas comes from. He elevated them as a club, Poch does, and people really, they should have won a trophy. I agree with that 100%. But
Poch is so
people underestimate it.
Then again, they're out here losing semifinals to like Manchester United and Chelsea. So like,
this is the thing. Like, it's like you're not gonna get the full respect, but like which I get, But like, it's like it depends what you look which way you look at it, because it's about it's like that team put actually Spurs fans have expectations. If Poch wasn't doing that, we probably would be still sitting here questioning if he's still like challenged.
Bro, you should have won the FA Cup in 2018. You should have won that shit.
I heard that, but that's the thing. That was the one thing.
You got to back-to-back semifinals in 17 and 18. You got to a League Cup final in 2015, which you can argue is too early for the team, which is fine. But like when that team was like at its peak for like that 4-year period,
I say 16-17 was their peak.
Well, like I'm saying, like that team was all together and like there was like continuity. Like they didn't do enough in the domestic cup. They didn't do near enough.
But did they have the squad to compete on that many fronts?
No, they should have won the domestic cup though. They should have.
Right, and they were 1-0 up at halftime
against
Manchester United in the semi-final, and they lost 2-1 in 90 minutes. Like,
I think that Chelsea semi-final was a big one where like Poch placed Son as a wing back in it, and Son screwed up in it, but no one will.
Bro, I can't. Elena still hates me every time when I bring that up and say I will never forgive Poch for that. Like, she still hates me for saying that.
Didn't he give away a penalty?
He gave away a penalty. He did give it away, and then they scored.
And you guys lost 4-2.
Kane scored in that game as well, but people
say
third
quarter has to take the back off as well.
We didn't
Yeah, William scored.
That game we didn't start with Fabregas, Hazard, or Costa. So hold that.
We had Nathan Ake playing fucking center back that game.
Breaking news, real quick, yeah. The Clippers starting lineup against the Jazz: Reggie Jackson, Marcus Morris, Nicholas Batum, Ivica Zubac, and Paul George.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Love that.
We outside.
Good to have PG back, man.
The Lakers second half of the season, they are down 86-58.
Finally, an LA team with good basketball players.
If that sounds like an egregiously large number, that's because it is.
What did you say? Okay, Scottish Ireland. What did you say?
Hey, we beat you guys twice this season. Hold up.
Shut up, OKC termites.
Hey, I'm sure Shane knows how to deal with the Lakers.
Yeah, he does when he moves from his next team.
Hey, but he's doing it still with OKC, so
he won't be there for long. Don't worry, man.
He's Mavs got 89-58.
The Lakers down 31.
Basil.
Yes.
I said yes.
I'm gonna go now. Fucking signal, bad signal everywhere. Barry's almost done.
All right, Timo, see you on Thursday.
I've had enough.
Timo, we will see you on Thursday.
Yeah, catch you shortly, fam.
Yeah, calm.
You know what?
Yo.
I looked at the Spurs schedule.
Talk to me.
I looked at the Lakers schedule. It really could come down to like 1 or 2 games.
Hey, OKC is going to get them the free win. Let's go.
I don't know. I think the Lakers might be eliminated by the time they play OKC, but we'll see. I have a sneaky feeling the Grizzlies are beating Memphis tomorrow.
The Grizzlies are beating who?
Not the Grizzlies. The Spurs are beating Memphis. The Spurs have won 4 in a row.
Wow.
Yeah, they won like 5 out of their last 6 to like crawl into 10th.
Luka makes it 91-60. The Mavs lead 91-60.
Yeah, that's a random question. But when is Popovich actually retiring? Like when is he coming to an end?
What do you mean?
Retiring.
He's like 32. Not that old.
No.
I think you meant Popovich.
You meant Popovich.
Popovich, yeah. I said Popovich, yeah.
Oh, Popovich. You said. I thought you said Paul George.
No, Paul George. No, that's
Pop sometime soon.
Yeah.
Behind the back pass for a wide open 3. That's another.
Oh my god. Oh my. Yeah.
Yo,
Luka's there passing the ball behind his back. What is going on?
Someone asked me would I take Pochettino when
I
Klopp
hate that guy.
yeah,
Luka, man. Trust me, man. I hate his guts, bro.
You hate who's got who?
Luka, man.
How'd you hate
Such
Luka,
a
man?
bogus player, man.
What did Luka do, man?
Hey, he played for Real Madrid. That's one.
Bro, he gets every foul call, man. He's always whining and complaining, man.
I can't. It got trendy that people hating on Luka recently.
That's every top basketball star.
Nah. Bro, listen. Our players don't like the Mavs and they don't like the Jazz. That's two teams they don't like.
I just don't like Utah in general, man.
It's the same way the Suns will destroy the Lakers anytime they play them because they hate them. Same way.
Oh, I'm so glad AD's back for the Lakers Suns game next week. I'm so glad.
Oh, is he back for it? Okay, let's
He'll
go.
be back by the end of the week, so we play them next week, brothers.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, you think we're resting players to give you wins? No, hermano.
You'll probably find he's got a slight toe injury or something.
Oh,
Bro, he has a new haircut, man.
He's got a slight, they just rested him.
Mavs are on a 12-4 run to open this third quarter.
Yeah, this
I
man.
remember
That's Danny
Harris
Green,
came
man.
out.
You can't fake it with Danny Green like that, man. Come on, it's Danny Green. He's
bro,
not
this
gonna
guy
hurt you.
Terrence Mann came out a couple weeks ago saying, we don't like Utah Jazz, they're a regular season team. He said on Insta Live. So
Beautiful.
this
What he
game's
said.
gonna be good, man.
They're
Yeah.
like the weirdest fourth seed I've ever seen in my life. They just every time I see them, they just don't look good. They're like fourth seed.
Yep.
Ridiculous. I don't understand it. It's like
We're actually
how
fifth right
you-
now.
The West
Is that like Arsenal?
Utah kind of. They don't beat anyone really relevant.
Anyone,
And,
yeah.
Every time they play a half decent team, they just get waxed.
Yeah. It's like, how are you
Again, you're just
fourth?
describing Arsenal to me. Like every time you see them, they're not that great.
Yeah,
but
the
somehow
Jazz
they're
are pretty
fourth
good.
and stuff
The
like
Jazz
that.
are a pretty good embodiment of Arsenal Football Club currently. I'd give you that.
Yes, Eddie, what you saying? You good?
Eddie, are you there, my brother?
He's watching his team get smoked, so
I saying his audio's off. His audio's weird. That's what he was saying. So he'll be back on shortly. But yeah, people, Lakers getting moved to. You guys, you can see by Surface name saying 11 is heaven.
God,
What's the
that's
meaning
Yes.
of that?
weird. I can't even hear what y'all saying right now.
Well, you can't hear us from.
we can hear
Mazza.
you.
Nah, it's like on some chipmunk vibe. I don't know.
Yeah, nah, Eddie,
Hello,
same thing
Eddie.
happened to
How
me.
are you?
Same thing happened to me, bro.
Yeah, y'all really sound like the chipmunks right now, bro. I'm not even gonna cap.
I think it's with the AirPods, man. I think it's the AirPods.
If you got AirPods, yeah, they don't work with Stream. If you got AirPods, yeah, they don't work too good with StreamYard, fam.
Wait, tell us.
Yeah, I don't know what any of that was, but if it's Cozilla, tell him I said fuck him and everything.
Yeah, hold that, man.
I don't know what y'all saying right now. But let me hop back out. I'm gonna try to hop back in when I'm back at the crib. I'm not far away.
Look at this nigga walking.
Yeah, hold that, man.
That's the thing. I don't even got AirPods, bro. I got y'all strictly off the phone.
Psychopath. Hey, you missed the Wenyan Gabriel layup to put you down by 32.
Istanbul.
Go ahead and
Istanbul,
type,
fam.
Yeah. Go ahead and type that in the chat, Playboy. I ain't hear none of that.
Yeah, I reply if the Lakers are bogus.
I'll get a bit better when I get to the crib. I'm only like 5 to 10 minutes away.
Don't rush, Eddie.
Oh,
Don't
no.
rush. There's no
Step
point.
back. Oh, God. Yeah.
Nah, that shit. Yeah, I know y'all can. I think y'all can hear me better than I can hear y'all. So let me say
Definitely.
Well,
to every one of them bum ass motherfuckers in that jersey, I hope Will Smith show up and slap the shit out of all y'all.
Looking for deep three?
Oh my
I don't
God.
know who a bigger hope.
Oh my
I
God.
don't know who a bigger hope. I really don't. I'm done.
Oh
I'm
my
done for
God.
this season. I'm done.
Don't worry. You'll be alright.
Oh my.
Yeah, you tough, right?
Hey, Eddie, on the bright side, you guys drop to 11th as soon as this game ends.
Ask me the question in the chat, and I'll try to answer in the private chat, and I'll try to answer.
Nah, I'll just wait until you can actually hear us.
Nets turn it around. Nets are up now on the Pistons. Nets
Oh, is it? The score?
Sports.
69, 67.
That's crazy, yo. He might be spitting something real that I need to hear, but I can't tell what he's saying.
Oh,
nah, Eddie, we'll wait until
Eddie,
you can actually hear us.
Eddie, you didn't hear.
Just you know what? Just all the rebuttals to what I just said and all the smoke y'all got for me. Just write it down, and then when y'all clear up, I'll let y'all know. And then because I'm really not capping right now. Like I legit can't understand anything y'all saying. Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
Love it.
Shout out to Fonz understanding the assignment, man.
Wait till you get back.
Malik Monk had a 3, and now he's talking shit. I don't know who he's talking shit to, but
Yo,
All I know is them
Istanbul.
thumbs down 30. I got this shit on my radio right now.
34.
35?
34.
35?
34.
Fuck.
36.
Look at Luka grabbing rebounds and that.
36.
Over Monk.
Yo, they got the old throwback Mavericks jerseys on. I just noticed.
Jesus Christ. What are y'all doing? Like, y'all did this shit on a Tuesday. Motherfuckers can't even wait for y'all to do this shit on the weekend.
You did this wearing the purple kit as well? How dare you?
Yeah, that purple kit slaps.
Oh, Russ hit a 3. Russ hit a 3. That should count for like 7.
Istanbul.
The garbage points. He's got garbage points. There we go.
Of course. We got to beef up those stats, baby. To say hashtag no help.
Let me say to Surfer, Timo, we deserve better than this, and I'll keep on saying it. We deserve better. I don't need to see Trevor Ariza run up and down the court like he got combat boots on. I don't need to see this.
That's how he runs.
Fucking,
right
what's his? Did they put Dwight out there? I hope they didn't disrespect Dwight and have him out there.
Nah, he was playing earlier.
He's playing?
Yeah, well, not right now, but he was playing, yes.
Fuck. Dwight, bro. Nah, bro. We're not going to make the NBA top 100 team with this on your resume. Not at all, dog. Not at all. Not at all. Shout out Austin Reeves.
What's the issue, though?
You did. You had a great season. Goodbye, Malik Monk. We can't afford you because we have a fully functioning crackhead taking up $47 million of our wages. And I'm slandering everybody. I fucking hated Space Jam. Fuck Space Jam 2. That was a shit. Anthony Davis, you can't fucking dress yourself. So yeah, that's that. Who else? Who else can get this shit? How could I forget Stephen A. Smith Jr., you absolute fucking bum.
Yeah.
You act like to think that we thought we could trade you, bro.
Yes.
I'm sure we can't even trade you in for 360, bro.
We can't even trade him to ESPN.
What the fuck is we doing out here? Let me see. Who else? Wayne Ellington, you ain't really play. So shit, I ain't got nothing to say to you.
Hey, what about LeBron?
Kent Bazemore, you fucking cheerleader. You fucking cheerleader. You came to LA talking all that rah-rah shit I'm finna contribute. You ain't contributing not even a cool fucking celebration. We've got nothing from you. Who else? I'm gonna go down the list. I'm always at the cribs. That way y'all can gas me when I get back to the crib. But fuck, who else? I know I'm forgetting. DeAndre Jordan. Don't think I forgot about your brother.
Eddie.
Don't think I forgot about you, DeAndre. You and them tight ass braids making it look like you can't even blink twice to save your life. Fuck out of here, DeAndre.
This guy is wild.
Fuck out of here, DeAndre.
Keep spitting.
God damn, a bunch of fucking bums.
Yo, what an and one by Luka. Oh my god.
And then let me say this, Mr. Kendrick Nunn. When they reattach your pussy back to your body and you decide you want to play basketball, go play basketball for another team, my guy. Don't come play for us.
Man. Spitting, man. Spitting, Eddie. Eddie's spitting.
And I'm almost at the crib, so I'm going to be able to hear y'all and what y'all got to say to me. What else?
Man, you should have stayed Miami still.
Who else? Mr. Westbrook. I know for sure Carlton had a better shooting percentage than you did in that fucking one Fresh Prince episode. First and foremost. I fucking know. I should have known when you came up with a halter top and a skirt on to the fucking press conference, we was finna have a problem. How the fuck how you fashion
Oh,
forward, and it looks like you dress yourself with your eyes closed. How that work?
Yeah, he was a nice kid.
Hey, whoa, we support.
I can't be asked, bro. I can't be asked. Oh, LeBron. Like I said, Space Jam 2 sucked. Okay. You getting this scoring record, you're still not that guy to me. Don't get it fucked up. The only people you're that guy to is the city of Cleveland, maybe some stragglers in Miami. Nobody else, bro.
Yeah.
We saw Kobe put up 81. We are not impressed, bro. Yeah. We are not impressed.
We saw Kobe put 60 in his last game, so you can hold that, man. Yeah.
Oh, let me get this good air. Oh, fuck them Lakers. Let me get this good air. Ooh. 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 All right, give me 1 second, boys. I'm gonna hop on my laptop now.
108 to 76, people. Big up Lewis in the chat as well. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about being champions of somewhere.
Europe up there. Or champions of the world or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, whatever he said.
Yeah, of course. Look.
Do you know AC's leaving Chelsea?
What's up?
Do you know AC's leaving Chelsea?
Yeah, Lewis knows, brother. We don't live under a rock. Come on, right?
Yeah, that was the Eddie. That was the Lakers segment. Obviously, here at Sarcasm City TV, it also turns into therapy sessions, people, when your sporting team in whatever sport is doing badly. So that's when you'll hear somebody at any given moment just go off on one. Whether it's Lewis regarding Chelsea on these NBA watchalongs, when he would land, you know what I'm saying, rant about Chelsea and then fall asleep like he did the other day. Yep. He didn't fall asleep this time, or whether it's Eddie talking about the Lakers, or whether it's Surfer talking about the Lakers.
Falling asleep like AC when the Chelsea contract extension is put in front of him.
like me talking about United. Like, these things happen, people. It's all therapy. So it's like it's just talking about sport in general, because he's just been dealt a shorthand, because he's a Spurs fan and an OKC fan, so he's never seen success anywhere.
Hey, I've seen good stuff today. Okay. I seen Ghana go through to the World Cup. I'm happy.
Yeah. You did. You know what, C1? Hold that. Nigeria got knocked out. Hold that.
Yeah, C1, why are you here? The Lakers are down like 40 million. Nigeria got knocked out. You're talking about Cho going to the World Cup. His country knocked you out. What are we doing here?
And C1, your club has also had a shambolic attempt at a Premier League title challenge this season.
Hey, shut your mouth, Ryan. This club is world champion. Shut up.
Ryan, that was good.
How dare you? This guy. He's talking to the world champions.
Mind the gap, innit?
Like this.
Mind the gap? You mean like our Premier League titles to yours? You mind that gap, yeah?
Mind the gap. He's seen one title in his whole life. Ryan, you've never been to a Premier League title parade in your life.
Don't worry, I'm looking forward to this.
Neither of it is your players either.
Ryan, you're almost done with Union. You've never been to a title parade in your life.
Oh yeah, shit! I forgot their parade got cancelled.
Yeah, hold that, right? Hold that. What is the Premier League title parade for Liverpool in the last 30 fucking years? What a parade since the fucking Cold War was going on.
Hold it, Ryan.
Ryan about to get cooked, yo. We getting cooked right now, yo.
Yeah, Ryan, you have to go with Chelsea like this. Now it's to cook you. I didn't want to do this.
I'm just saying, you man was saying you're going to win the league this season.
Ryan, last time Liverpool had a title parade, East Germany existed.
Dude, you listen. You gave up on your side more times than you've won the Premier League title this season. All right, yeah. You can't do it, yeah. He gave up at half time against Norwich, bro. You know what I mean?
No, I get emotionally invested in it.
Norwich, yo.
We're so shit. I'm so fucking done. I was like,
it's just we've lost it, yo.
It's literally
congratulations, Man City, on winning the title. Congratulations.
Oh my gosh. Norwich at home, you know.
Norwich at home.
Literally the easiest fixture on the calendar.
Yeah. Smoked them.
Bro, we actually went 1-0 down as well. You should have seen me when that happened.
We know you was in the chat. We know. We read you. Oh, it's over with. We're done. Congratulations, Manchester City on winning the league.
Yeah.
Nah, that was half time when it was 0-0.
I'm so done. Oh my god, these guys are shit.
I'm so done. Cup's finished. It's done. These players are done.
We are now witnessing history, man. The downward trajectory of the LA Lakers. Let me just give you guys a
Down
stat,
with
right? Let me give
trajectory
you
for
guys
a
a
long
stat.
time.
Fresh from the man himself, Skip Bayless. He just tweeted.
Cos, have you left the lights on? I know you're down there.
The
so
LA,
wait for
the
us,
LA
yeah.
Lakers have given up 82 points in the first half at Dallas. This is the second most points they've allowed in the first quarter in LA history. Come on, man.
Always making
You
history.
guys are going down, man.
Don't worry, man.
You're
We'll see.
going down with a belly in the bank.
Let us know how far it is down there, will you, Cos?
Yo, you know what I just clocked? Why are there more Chelsea fans on this panel right now than there are City fans in the whole world?
Don't try and
Because we
deflect
won,
the City, man.
we won the
You made a
Champions League and they
mistake.
didn't. That's why.
Yeah, if you're going to deflect, you got to do better than that. That's a
Yeah,
terrible
you gotta do better than
deflection.
that. Come on, man.
You think
That's
that
a
was
terrible. That was
Yeah,
awful.
you know what, Ryan? Fuck you. Just for that. You more things to insult him with.
I was going for City,
I
not
was gonna let you
Chelsea.
live, but now I'm not.
Yeah, but there's no. The thing is, there's no City fans here. That's why it didn't work for him.
No escape from LA, bro.
But there's
Like,
no
if in
City
doubt,
fans
just-
anywhere.
Yeah, if you doubt, just go at Jez, innit? You know what I'm saying? That's my go-to.
Fuck you,
No, but I
Jez.
like
saying,
Spurs,
yeah.
innit?
All right, well, you get started. You save getting cooked because you like Spurs, then, innit? You do that, fam.
Yeah, you could like
Nah,
Spurs.
'cause
That's
Kane,
cool. It's
Kane
not
and
the
Poch are my
punch, brother.
guys, innit?
All right, cool. Do your thing, innit?
That's
fam?
cool. What a trophy for Kane and Punch while
What a
working
weird,
Yeah, Poch's go.
weird thing to
United, so you're gonna.
What a weird thing for a Liverpool fan to say, man. What a weird thing.
He's
Yeah,
a bit strange.
I know. It's just so
You know the
weird.
funniest thing? Ryan would hate Liverpool. Would
Hey,
hate
you know what-
Tottenham with every fiber of his being if Tottenham beat them in the Champions League final.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. Right, most points scored in 3 quarters this season. Right, 111. You know, in 3 quarters.
Bro,
This
they're
is
playing the
crazy.
Lakers. You see this shit? And what?
Nah, 113.
Oh my
That being
God.
said, people, I just realized this will be the last NBA watch-along on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. We're moving to the Twitch, people. So this will be
What
the
a
last
game
NBA
changer.
watch-along on the YouTube. This will be the last one. It's the last one of the season, people. There'll be no NBA regular season watch-alongs, no play-in games, no playoff games. They'll all be on the Twitch, people. We're moving over to the Twitch.
This is our Aguero Man City moment. This is
Oh my God! They're getting curb stomped by some random guys.
TD!
Some random guys. They're getting curb stomped by former Wizards players.
They getting cooked by some G League players.
This is crazy.
Yeah, we're going on to Twitch. We're going to let Peter off the leash.
Random guy with a
He's
3.
on Twitch.
Oh yeah, that's true. You guys think I'm bad now? Just wait till we go over
God,
to Twitch.
man.
We are
First
back.
game back will be the Nets Bucks, people. It'll be the Brooklyn Nets, Milwaukee
Hey,
Bucks.
you know what though? You know what? In seriousness, at least the Lakers only get 31 points this quarter instead of like 40.
Well, it's
So-
actually progress, man.
Hey,
Progress.
progression, man.
Progress.
we're doing better.
Istanbul.
Trust the progress.
All right, we've cut it
Hashtag
under
improvement.
30. They've turned it over. Here comes Bazemore for a 3 from 40 million feet.
Oh my
Airball.
God, man,
Airball.
yo.
Good Lord.
End of the third, Dallas 113, Lakers 84. I would ask
sure-
for anyone's thoughts, but
I'm sure the Lakers will do that thing they usually do, that comeback, get it within like 10 or something.
no,
So
they
like
won't.
try.
They won't do
But
this
they
time. You
won't,
want to
yeah.
know why? Because their defense is just give Dallas a wide open shot and hope they miss.
You dare do that in the purple as well. Do it in the white, man. Not the purple. Jesus Christ.
That purple jersey is fire.
No one cares
fine.
when you do it in the white. No one likes the white.
Yeah, that purple jersey slaps.
Ooh.
It slaps. Ryan on that one day he's Muslim, one day he's a Christian vibes. Yeah, pretty much, Lewis. That is pretty. You nailed it. You know what he's like.
Is that
You work with him.
Is that like AC? One day he's a Chelsea player, next day he's a Barcelona player.
Oh,
That's
man.
pretty good.
Yeah, just like Mohamed Salah. One day he wants to stay in Liverpool. The next day he wants
That's
to
a good
support
rebuttal.
the league rival.
That's a good
Hey,
rebuttal.
what-
That. That's good.
Let's go. And before
Hey,
Flawless lasts too much, it's
Salah-
just like Paul Pogba is out of contract and coming to Chelsea in the summer.
Oh yeah, you can hope in it. You're gonna be left with Ross Barkley and Loftus Cheek. You know what I'm saying? You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
Pogba and Salah.
They're gonna
Yeah,
replace
yeah.
him, like,
Right.
What squad for Chelsea in it? Yeah. What squad depth for Chelsea? Well done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Squad depth for the
Yeah.
two-time Champions League
Yeah,
winners.
it is.
time.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Nah,
Dude, I mean, this guy just adding a Champions League.
Like,
The way you man talk about the Champions League is like it's already been won, and we're now in the next season of it. Like if
It's
someone didn't
cash.
know, they would believe that.
It's
Like you say it to me,
cash.
like like it's happened already. You know, sure, man. It's got a dick.
Ooh,
The
when
way
we
he says
when we
it.
roll Madrid like 4-1, and I'm
Yes.
just sitting there, I'm like, Flawless is only 3 games away.
Ridiculous.
I still can't
and that.
believe you man think you're going to beat City over 2 legs.
It's crazy
Ryan,
that you think City and Chelsea are getting there, man. It's going to be an All Madrid semi-final, Ryan. I'm telling you, I'm putting money.
Shut up, Flawless. I hope that happens, but let's be
Ryan, I'm
realistic
not
here.
saying this will happen, right? But like, if
Benfica Atletico Madrid final. Let's
Atletico
go.
find God and knock them out.
Atletico are not beating Man City.
They are, man, 100%.
They're probably not, but like, if they do, right? Just everybody run and like just shut down the channel in advance.
What gives you any hope that Atletico are knocking out Manchester City?
I don't really have any hope, but I'm saying
Yeah, it's just all hope, fam.
Shut down the channel early.
Yeah, it's all feelings, no facts, fam. It's what you do a lot, Ryan, innit?
Yeah,
That's
Ryan,
what
I'm
on.
doing you like.
Yeah, we're doing it you.
Of the time
Pause.
camera. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I don't get how that was a pause.
1% chance, 99%.
That's a great pause, yo.
Yo,
How was that a pause?
The fact that you don't
that
know
was
that's a
crazy.
pause
Never
is
mind.
worrying, yo.
We don't repeat that. We're not on Twitch.
The fact that you don't know that, why that's a pause. That's brilliant. And hey, Prime, were you laughing at acting like your attack ain't Werner and Lukaku? Don't do this. You know what I'm saying? And this is not what we're doing.
world
This
champions.
is not what we're doing. This is not what we're doing.
Hey, Brian,
You talking about world champions?
Brian, he was one of them people as well.
This guy, I hate you.
Flawless.
Brian
Do you know who
was
did
one of the
pause?
people who was
Yo, that
passing
World Cup was made us so bulletproof for the season. It's so great.
Flawless. Do you know who did pause?
Who?
AC when he was about to sign his contract extension.
Yeah, you think you're cute. You think you're
Let's
cute.
go.
You're cute, dog.
Ryan, Ryan, man. Fire back, man. Let's go, Ryan. Let's go, Ryan. Let's go.
I know at the end of the day, when I lay my head to go down to sleep, I know I've not been bullied into deleting tweets on twitter.com saying we changed.
Peter, this ain't even
It's
at
what
you.
it
This is at some guy in the comments, innit?
Some guy, you know.
Man, some guy did me though. Hey, Lewis, don't have that, fam. I'll send you the link if you want. You out here getting some guy by Ryan, you know. You guys
Led by fucking Ryan. Of all people. Not even like a real guy.
Flawless, did you see me and Lewis going back and forth in the group chat the other day?
I didn't read it in full. No, I didn't read it in full. Nah. I normally just skim through the group chat in it because I know it's just a Mazda in there. That's why it's the Wild Wild West.
Sixers are down 2 with 3 minutes left. That's hardly surprising.
How the Nets doing against the Pistons, Surfer?
The Nets are
They're up 5.
All right, let's go.
Well, okay,
Both
5.
Kyrie and KD playing?
Sorry, up 3. 49 seconds left in the
Yeah, they're both playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lakers scored. They're only down 27. 11 minutes left. Istanbul.
Istanbul, facts.
Told you, 5 minutes down.
Fuck.
Your Surfer?
Yes.
Why is your name that?
Oh, man. Jesus.
Because the Lakers are going to drop to 11th place.
Oh, yeah, because he wants the Lakers to finish 11th so they don't go into the play-in tournament.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look how much basketball.
How sad, man.
Big up to you, Prime, hyping up decoy runners, yeah? You know what I'm saying? It's what we're doing. We're hyping up marathon runners, yeah?
Nah, you know what? You have got
no wonder you man love Christensen, but we move.
The reason why I do respect Werner.
I mean, his other
Werner,
striker, Ushima. Yeah.
Well,
Jez, I know it's not you talking.
No, his striker is Oshima. I'm not talking about Chelsea. I'm talking about Nigeria.
Oh,
yeah, hold that C1. Hold that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all you Nigerians.
Yeah, and Brian. And Brian as well. Yeah.
I was going to say, what a successful World Cup appearance in December for Nigeria.
He's so out of order, yo. This guy, you know, what's wrong with
C1, don't bother watching the World Cup draw Friday, man. You're not in it.
Yo, how many goals do you think Iheanacho will score in the World Cup?
0.
There are 0 appearances.
Who cares?
Facts.
Hey, Tuki and Kambi is going to have more.
Let's not act like Nigeria's last moment in the World Cup was Diego Maradona celebrating a late winner off his head on coke. That's all the country is good for.
Do you know Harry Maguire could end up with more goals in the World Cup than Iheanacho?
I mean, probably.
Maguire's
forehead is humongous. He's actually in the World Cup. So
you know what as well? Harry Maguire is going to have more goals than Mohamed Salah as well. That's crazy.
Facts.
That's good. That's good. Let's go, Jez.
Oh, Force, I had an idea for a gender FC one day.
Yeah, send me the message about it because me and Lewis, we are going to bring that show back. And me, Lewis, and Peter at some point. Obviously,
because I was watching.
Oh, the midweek, we just been busy, innit?
I was watching the Q&A from last night in it this morning, and I saw a question on it that made me think, Ooh, I need to get something across here.
Pause.
Lakers only down
Again,
23.
how is that pause?
No, I'm not. I'm just messing with you. I just want to see.
Yeah,
how
you just running
Oh,
bands, yo.
hello.
He's just running bands. He's just running bands, yo. He's just running bands. Yeah,
Surfer.
C1, your team, you crying out for Declan Rice from. Hold that. You know what I'm saying? You want Declan Rice in your team. How
Hey,
down are
C1,
you?
you don't even watch the Lakers. You think AD is good. Shut up. You don't get to talk basketball.
Yo, you know me and C1 are not the only two people who think Rice is better than, but who think that Rice is better than Basuma.
I'm cool with that. I'm just
There's
saying the
one more
price.
person-
I'm just
there's one more
saying
person who
I'm just
thinks it.
yeah, it's probably Statman Baines or Timo. My
Yeah.
point is I'm saying
It's
yeah,
Statman.
how did I guess? I was talking about the price. The price isn't he's not double the amount.
It's
That's what
price,
I was saying.
isn't it? It's a price, a
Yeah.
price.
Like Rice ain't 100 mil. Like he ain't 100 mil.
I definitely not 150. Like whoever said that, like it's a criminal.
Yeah, that's crazy.
like
He's got double
Kim's,
the amount.
even Kim's just not going for that much. And like he's for me is like the best DM probably.
Yeah, 150
Anybody
exactly.
just watch that possession?
Which
Well,
one, yo?
Melo,
The Russ one? Yeah, I did.
Did you see how many times the ball went from one side to the other to see something, to at least for somebody to shoot it? Like just looking for somebody to shoot.
Yeah, I saw it.
I
guys
wanted
got this,
you
man.
guys to let Nigeria get theirs because again, Nigeria just pathetic. Just
Hey,
What's
yeah,
the
gonna be
better-
alright.
better country,
You know
I
what it
agree.
is? You know what it is? It's football heritage. Like we do this every time against Nigeria.
What fool does?
It's
Fuck
football
you, thank you.
heritage.
Fuck
We
you,
do this. We do this every time against.
Just give him the famous Jose rant. Just give him the Jose
Bro,
rant.
what is it? What is the heritage? Because I don't know. Give us the backstory of Ghana dunking on Nigeria. Talk to us.
Bro, they have never beaten us at their home grounds. In every game that we have played them, they have never beaten us once in like time now. It's been so many years now. They haven't beaten us. Like they couldn't beat us at our ground. We go to their ground and we just take their yard like it's ours. Like their fans are always getting pissed. They're always gonna go attack us. We have more Afghans than them as well by one. So yeah, we own them. It's football heritage. This is what they told us. Yeah, we making shit music and all we do is eat eggs, and they got a better team than us. But yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, you know
Nigerians
what?
were laughing
You know-
at Ghana for AFCON. They were laughing, right? Because Ghana finished behind Comoros, right?
No,
Nigeria were the only team to win all their group games. There was all this hype. They crashed out in the round of 16 anyways. And now Nigeria won't be going to the World Cup while Ghana will. So, you know what, guys? You can hold that. It's fine. Jordan Ayew sucks. I agree. Jordan Ayew is terrible at football. But he will be going to the World Cup, and Victor Osimhen won't. So, hold that.
We legit need to build a statue. They're gonna build a statue in Senegal for Mendy. At this point, it's getting to it's getting ridiculous what he's pulling off.
Bro, Mendy's gonna go down.
He's playing Mohamed Salah, so that's crazy.
Nah, but the save, bro. The save was what turned the.
I can't lie. The pen. It was a great save, but I thought else was a poor pen in my opinion. Like if I got
C1, you're slandering Devin Booker. Devin Booker at 26 years old had accomplished much more in his career than Anthony Davis did. But it's cool.
Anthony Davis had to run from
to play with CP3
to win something.
It's all good. We all don't get to play with CP3, but we move.
That's fine. Anthony Davis got to play with Rondo. Got to play with Boogie Cousins. It's cool.
Who'd he lose to?
Hey, with Dudley as well.
Warriors.
See, we can't be doing this, brother. You can go only so far. I'm only gonna let you stomp on our grave one too many times, bro.
Oh no, I'm slandering the fuck out of the unibrow.
Yeah, hold that, man. These niggas ain't got no leg to stand on this season, man. Hold that.
Anthony Davis would be killing it if he could stand up right now. Fuck. Last time we saw him, his ankle was like 90 degrees on the ground.
That's funny.
This is what is fucking me up. This is literally what's fucking me up, right? We have two players who aren't used to playing the five, banging with competition in the paint, turning ankles, and nobody seems to get what the issue at hand is. I literally don't care. Now that it's over with, I don't want it to happen, but we should have been playing Dwight more than we played him. And we should have figured it out that, we can't switch everything, so we have to come up with another defensive strategy. But
I agree.
The excuses and the fucking smiling, bro. That's the one thing for me. I'm like, I wish people were like wearing baklavas out there. They're not even baklavas. That's too good. We're paper bags. They should hand out individual paper bags to every one of the Laker teams, like players, like so they just sit there and wear that shit. I'm done with them.
Hey Eddie, it's all right. You got the Jazz on Thursday.
You can beat the Jazz.
You get the Pels on Friday. Oh, they ain't winning either of those
Hey,
games.
Eddie, that was a cool story, man.
No, I'm just being real. I'm being real. I mean, to be honest, it's a joke. And
The way the Lakers just give up open looks is worrying.
The worst part about this game is seeing J Kidd on the bench when he should have been our coach. He was the real coach, honestly, now that I think about it.
It's all right.
You know what this sounds like, guys? This sounds like a broken man, a defeated man, a man who's been on these watch-alongs since the start of the season to see his team fumble. This is what this sounds like to me.
I am.
You've got a history of that, Godzilla, haven't you? So you should know.
Yeah, at least I don't run from the trenches like you, celebrating 11th seed.
Hey, I went.
Yeah.
I don't run from the
Yeah,
trenches.
you're running from the
I left
trenches.
when
That's
we
what
had a
you do,
winning
man.
record. I left when we had a winning record.
Yeah, that's no fan to me, man. That's no fan.
This is
That's
how
what you
I
call
know
bandwagon, my friend.
This is how I know there's no arguing with this guy. You want to know why, right? A couple weeks ago, he said LeBron was stat padding. Now he's saying we can't even celebrate 11. We can't win. We cannot win. It is what it is. He's reveling in our misery because it reminds him of all the years he's gone through with it. But
Oh, they can cut it under 20. They can cut it under 20. 7 minutes left.
I told you, Peter. Told you. That's what they're do.
I
Make it
think
look
the spread-
close.
I think the spread
Somewhat
was
close.
12.
The spread was 12. They're not going to cover that.
Nah. It's jokers.
Yeah, you know what? Laker fans, it's all right. I really just
100
wish. Where's
Go on,
Westbrook is goated? Where are you?
Yo, serious? We've not seen Westbrook is going, you know. That's crazy.
Yeah, where are you?
I'm
That's
telling you, man. When the tides get tough, these Laker fans run, man. This is how it is.
Yeah, the likes of C1. That's
They're
why
like the back
it's
door,
mad
man.
we've seen him here. That's C1. He's not been here the entire season. You know what I'm saying? And now he decided to
the
show up.
last thing C1 said was
Yeah,
AD
it's in.
last
Hey,
basketball thing he had was
C1.
AD is better than Giannis.
Yes, it was that game.
Hey, C1's still struggling over the Nigeria loss that like just earlier, isn't it? Like he's struggling. He's probably watching this, eating some Ghanaian jollof and that right now. Like he needs.
This guy's so
that Nigerian
traumatized.
jollof is
He's
toxic.
trying to
innit?
run Cho prop for Cho making the World Cup at the expense of Nigeria.
A complete side note. We just seen Stephen A. Smith Jr. here banging free. Get me, come back on. Let's go.
19-point game, 6 minutes left. That's
Let's
cute.
go. Istanbul, man. Have faith, Laker Nation.
Apparently,
let's go.
You're terrible, Flawless. You know that?
Sorry, I couldn't resist, Joe. I'm sorry in it.
Reggie Bullock for three. Never mind.
Bro.
Never mind. We were under 20 briefly. It's now up to 22.
Bro, it's my team in my college colors. This is like flashback.
Yeah, it's mad that this is your college when you said it. I was like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Shout out my aunt, no, hooked me up with this a couple years ago on my birthday.
Wait, what is it?
It is. What's it called? I don't even know what it's called. There you go.
Oh, okay.
There you go. And to one who says that, please answer me this. Why is every English journalist, Man United on TV and United all players forcing Poch on us? Because if you notice, when it comes to unknown and stuff they don't know, and this isn't every journalist, but it seems to be the general consensus, whether it's ex-legends, whether it's pundits on TV, whether it's whoever, if they don't know, they'll dismiss rather than do research. This is why you'll see Gary Neville being so critical of Ralph, just because you don't know, whereas they know Poch because he's been here type of thing. So that's why you see that. That's where that stands for. I mean, that's where that comes from. Hey, and were you talking about C1 about World Premier League for Paul Pogba and that? You're hyping up your guy going to the World Cup. My guy lifted that shit. What are we talking about? Hold that.
He's hyping up the Ghanaian player going for Ghana after they knocked out Nigeria. This doesn't make sense.
They're gonna get smoked.
Yo, speaking on that, yeah, you know why I say Kante's overrated, yeah? You know when people say Kante carried Pogba in that World Cup, yeah? Pogba was better than Kante in that World Cup.
They were both
I only saw one of them get subbed early in the final
Yeah,
And
they
it
both
wasn't
complimented each other. They both like complimented each other.
Kante had a stinker in that final, and Pogba got mad
Ryan,
for
are
that.
you
There's
boiling
levels to this
down
game.
someone's entire World Cup campaign to a final?
Look, there's
Do you
levels
have
to
any
this,
other
innit?
evidence to support this?
Paul
claim?
Pogba got man of the
Hey, how
match.
did he perform?
Kante
How
got
did he
taken
perform in
off.
the Champions League final, my friend?
Ryan, do you have any other evidence to support the claim that Pogba was better in the World Cup than the final? Or are we just running agendas for the sake of it?
Pogba was miles better than Kante in
Was
that
he?
final. Yes, Pogba got man of the match, and Kante got taken off early because he had a stinker.
There were 6 other games, brother. What happened in those? Can you tell me?
Yeah, Pogba was better.
What about the game?
All
No,
right.
what about the game against Argentina?
Cool. All right, cool.
What happened
Fair
against
enough,
Argentina?
Sorry, Colzilla.
What happened against Argentina?
Rapid against Argentina, France won 4-3, didn't they?
What I mean about the revisionism. The French fans made a chant about Kante, how he stopped Messi by himself. And this is what this guy's doing.
Didn't
game 4-3?
Argentina score 3 times?
Yeah,
that
because Argentina scored like the 95th minute.
You know what it is? It's crazy. Because it was so long. I forgotten. They both cold though. You know what I'm saying? Both Kante and
No, guys. The World Cup's the final is the only game of the tournament.
Yeah, it's right. This is a Ryan thing, isn't it? Like we ain't surprised. Is what it is. But yeah, they both very good at what they do. Lakers currently not.
If the Lakers cover this at plus 12 at the
Pogba's
end,
better.
they're demons.
Very different players. What you say, Pio?
The Lakers, because the Dallas favored by 12 points after LeBron got announced he wasn't going to play.
Yeah.
So if the Lakers
Oh
cover
my
this,
God, what a
never
freak.
mind. That random
What
guy.
a free that is. I thought it was Luka. I thought Luka grew a bit.
Nah, they traded for that guy from the Wizards. He used to be Russ's teammate.
You know, like I got 9 fingers.
What are you talking about, Bertans?
9.5.
Yeah.
It was good in San Antonio, man.
Yeah, Black Diamond. Yeah, Snoop just be running bants, man. You gotta realize that when Snoop's in the chat, he's not being serious. Like I've spoken to Snoop, like he knows football. He's just running jokes.
Yeah.
Like on the chat, Snoop is just running bants completely, and like he's not here being serious. He don't say anything seriously. Like he's running jokes because we attack AC Milan. You know what I'm saying? He attacks Manchester United. That's how it goes. We just be running bants. We disrespect his goalkeeper. He disrespects our goalkeeper. That's how it runs. That's why I call his goalkeeper Martin and all them things there. Malcolm or whatever his name is. Shit like that. Like, yeah. Malcolm. Yeah, Malcolm. You know what I'm saying? Him. That's what it is. And say Hernandez isn't the
You'll
best left
see
back.
one. I do think that legit.
C1 also twerks for Steven Gerrard when we're playing pro clubs. Fucking weirdo. He yells Gerrard when he shoots, and he always misses. Gerrard! It's like 8 yards over. I'm like, stop, man.
Oh, he does the Gerrard. He just
We're all Chelsea fans. Why are you yelling Gerrard? Have some fucking respect.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This guy yelled Gerrard when he hit it from 8 yards. You're supposed to yell Lampard at that range. What the fuck?
It's because Gerrard was better than Lampard. Everyone knows it, really.
Yeah, I knew. Like, I literally just came back and I know you were talking about C1 right there. Like, I'm definitely sure.
Bro, he yells Gerrard when he takes long shots. I'm like, have some respect.
As a Chelsea fan, I don't know why you're doing that.
It makes no sense. He doesn't even score.
Everyone knows that Gerrard is better than Posh Bruno.
All right, Ryan, you thought you ate with that one.
You really did, yo. 20-point game anyway. 105, 125. 3 minutes left. I don't know.
I have no idea what the fuck that lob was.
I don't know what's going on.
Stephen A. Smith's illegitimate child turned it over. They threw another lob. They laid it up. All right.
127, 105.
Dallas only scored like 14 points this quarter.
This is some shit right here, boy.
Hey, talk about it, man. Eddie, you had a lot to say before and get it off your chest, fam.
No, I wanted to hear everybody else get theirs first. So they some fucking clowns.
Yo, they held Dallas to like 14 in the fourth. That makes you feel any better.
At halftime, I would have taken the Lakers thing off the jersey. I legit, because they stitch it on, so I would have just.
Oh, you could have just pulled it off.
Just pull it right off, bro.
The thing is, the Lakers get packed in like every other week minimum.
Yo. Lewis is saying that I have horrific takes, but he wasn't saying that on Shameless the other week when I said Christensen is their second best centre back.
Yeah, because occasionally, like you're similar, like to Russ in it, like he'll shoot free from like 20 and that. So that's one of your frees that went in.
Lewis doesn't think it's horrific if he also believes it, but like that's fine.
You are legit. You are just you are Asian Russ, fam. You know what I'm saying? And like 100%. Like, you're poor points, but just in losses. Like 100%. Like that's it. I'm
If
saying your opinions.
bro.
Your opinions is like a shooting percentage. Like you probably
Bro, I
shoot like
need more
20%.
respect, you know.
Nah,
it's
you
funny
don't, fam. No, you don't.
Actually, talking about Westbrook, somebody in the space after Egypt went out against Senegal again, somebody called Mohamed Salah for Egypt, the Egypt's James Harden. Just hella numbers.
I called him the Egyptian James Harden. You know, it's mad. Yeah, like Ryan,
Yeah.
like Russ, Harden, like, they're all in that like same bracket. And they're super saiyan. There's different levels though. And Prime says calling AC our second best centre back is also horrific, but calm.
He's
probably
better than Rudiger.
Nah, he's probably like 4th, 5th to be honest. Like, let's call a spade, but we move. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I actually rate him higher than Rudiger.
Nah, you got Rudiger, you got Silva, you got
Silva's
Chalobah,
number
last
one.
minute well.
Silva's
You know what
number
I'm saying?
one.
It's like 5th, 4th, 5th.
Silva's number
Right.
one, then AC.
You really think Christensen's better than Rudiger?
Yeah, but I think that's just preference with me because I think Rudiger, he's a bit more rash for me, and he's a bit more of the.
He's not
passing
rash.
guy
He's just African and gets called rash when you buy into the
I was-
rash. brother.
Nah,
I was about
he's
to say.
more
Nothing
rash,
rash
let's be
about what
honest.
Rudiger does.
I think
People
Christensen's
call
more
him
steady
rash
and reads the
because
game
he's
more.
black and doesn't smile all the time. He's not rash. He's
I'll
the most
tell you
lazy
what,
narrative
I'll
put
tell
on
you what.
Rudiger.
He is a bit
He's
rash, man. He just-
he's not.
his
He's
timing's
aggressive.
very good.
He's aggressive.
Ryan,
It's aggressive, yeah.
Ryan, here's a trivia question for you, Ryan. Who do you think's gotten more red cards while playing for Chelsea, Christensen or Rudiger?
Yeah, but that's because Christensen pulled back Marnie when he didn't need to.
What do you think? Answer the question, Ryan. Who do you think's gotten more red cards playing?
Yeah, but
for
it's not all about that, man. Let's be real. I think Christensen reads the game better than Rudiger.
Well, answer the question though.
Ryan can't
Right.
answer the question because he doesn't want to have this conversation. This rashness is based in nothing.
Listen,
It is
listen,
based in
I'll
nothing.
save you for this.
I'm watching.
Well, I want to know what's the actual. Yeah, go on, Jess. Go on.
Well,
Go on.
just-
I watched him for Germany, and like he is very composed. Like you don't really see him trying to make like any rashness. Like
Rudiger's not
I think,
rash. English media
like,
just racist and don't like him.
this
That's
the
it.
thing that I think. Oh, this is one thing definitely, but people don't try to be racist or something like that. I think they confuse the word. Like it's this other day when Flawless had this debate with Statman with Kriesman being cold in the World Cups. So like, it's like people using the wrong words. Like
Yes, people throw out.
This is the issue.
People throw out words, and then when you question them on it, they act surprised. Like you should like, no, verbs mean something. If you're
But I
describing
think
something, be
Rudiger's
very
more
clear.
likely to give away a penalty than what Christensen is.
No,
I don't know the
but
numbers
when
on
does he? But when does Rudy? I can't.
Nah, I said
The
I
last
think
time
he's
he
more
gave-
likely just by the way he plays.
See, that's a feeling.
We
What's
can-
the
But-
fact?
problem,
yeah,
though.
but
Look,
again,
they can have Maguire. We'll take Rudiger. It's fine.
Well, but it depends on the feeling. Like you can believe that Rudiger would give
There's
away
gotta
more
be a
penalties.
way.
I don't know the difference.
There's got to be.
Yeah,
like,
it's like when
people-
Rudiger, what he did to KDB in the final last. Don't get me wrong, I loved it. I started laughing and I loved it, but like,
That's
At the
not
end of
rash
the-
though. That's not rash. That's him being aggressive.
yeah, but
You just
come on,
don't
that
like
was a
aggressive.
bit-
Just say you don't like aggressive defenders.
you know
This is
that.
why you
Yeah,
like
I
Matip.
don't. I prefer the steady, defenders who read the game and all.
But
this
then you'll
and all
love off
that.
Ramos.
Yeah, but Ramos is different levels. Man.
How's Ramos different levels? He's rash.
Yeah, but it's Ramos, man.
What do you mean? No. That's not. We're just gonna is Ramos because again, this is all feelings, no facts. How are you saying that? But love off Ramos, who is very rash.
But Ramos is the leader, man, and you look at the trophies that he's won.
He
man.
said Rudiger's rash, but loves off Ramos.
Rudiger's rash and you love Ramos. I mean, Ramos is
Yeah,
like...
but it's the
like-
trophies. It's
I'm
the
sorry,
leadership
man.
and the
What?
trophies that
What?
Ramos
Oh my
has
God,
won,
What do you
man.
mean? What do you mean with trophies? No, like,
Ryan,
what the hell's going on?
Ryan, who do you think's conceded more penalties in the Premier League via fouls or handballs, Christensen or Rudiger?
I don't know. You'll have to inform me on that.
Well, you think one's more rash? So answer the question, innit?
No, I'm asking you. Who do you think?
I would think it's Rudiger, but one thing I'll say about Rudiger is his timing's very good.
Who's got
Yeah,
more
but
red
then he's
cards
not
in his
rushed.
career
Then
than
he goes, he
trophies?
rushed.
Ramos.
Because according to the
Rash.
Premier League website, I don't know if they've
Rash.
updated the actual stat itself, but it says neither of them have been directly at fault for conceding penalties for Chelsea in their history playing for us. Which, I'm thinking back on it now, I believe that.
Ramos
Yeah,
is
Dude,
one
I
of
don't
the most
remember.
rash.
I don't.
Ramos is
one of the
definitely
most
rash.
Don't-
I know Zuma fucking gave up like 6 or 7, but yeah, like
Just
Rudiger,
wanna know,
nah.
I just want to know, has Christensen ever been somebody?
No.
Has he ever bitten somebody?
Yeah,
Oh no. That's like a Suarez thing, brother.
that's a Rudiger thing too. Now, I think we forgot.
Hey, Rudiger
the
bites
problem?
Pogba though. They're friends.
Bill watch. Labille watch, bro.
Hey,
I know,
Labille
that was
watch.
just that
But yeah, that's the crazy take to everyone saying it in the chat. Yes, Ramos is rash. So that's why I'm not hearing it as an argument against Rudiger.
He is,
Ramos
but
has
like
got-
Ramos,
Ramos has
man,
got
is
more
the
red
trophy.
So that's okay for Ramos to be rash because you
Guys,
like him, but because
Guys,
Rudiger's
Rudiger's not rash. He's just
I don't
black.
think he is. I don't think he is either. But I'm saying in it, I'm pointing out the hypocrisy of it. How come that's a criticism of Rudiger, but not a criticism?
Hey,
Rudiger's
look,
not
I
rash,
never
he's
said I
just
didn't.
black.
I never
He's
said I
just
didn't
black.
like
That's all it is.
Rudiger.
Let's
I
be
never
No,
real.
but it's a
said I didn't like
criticism.
Rudiger.
But your
I just
criticism.
prefer AC.
Yeah, because you think he's rash. So therefore, that's a criticism.
Rudiger is super saying bye to me.
But I still rate Rudiger highly. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, he's a good player, but he's crazy.
Ryan just
Yeah,
lying
but,
in it.
but,
That's
but,
all
but
it is.
again, but then again, the rashness is like it's just a false narrative. Like
I
he's
haven't had as many bad takes as I had today. And like the show that was actually interactive, right?
Thank you.
Yo,
most of them
welcome to.
came
Do you see why he always gets cooked? Is because of shit like this. Is crazy. It's crazy. It's mad. But that's what it is. Rudiger's just if you're black and aggressive, you get labeled, and a defender, you get labeled rash.
yes.
100%. There
This-
isn't one that
this
don't
is-
exist. If
this-
there
this
was a
one-
defender, and I hate to point it out to that, if it was a defender like Ramos, he'd get called rash.
Yeah, Ramos is rash though.
Yeah, but it
No,
doesn't
this-
get used.
You know,
It's
you know
not a
what it is here?
criticism. You just
You know
said
what this
there,
is?
he is rash, but he's the leader. But then we'll use it to criticize Rudiger.
Yeah, but with Ramos, it's hard to argue with the trophies, man.
But
Like,
what
so
does
now
it
it's a
do
trophy
with
still.
trophies, he's won as
trophies?
captain for Spain and for Real Madrid.
So,
but-
all right,
but
so if
Rudiger
Rudiger
has
had
won
one
the
more, it's
Champions
okay.
League. But
All right, what are we talking about?
Ryan,
but-
when
but
is
look,
Ramos
listen.
one captaining Spain?
Wasn't he captain of Spain when they won? Oh wait, was that Casillas?
No,
or
he was
Boyle?
No,
because he
Ramos
was
is
Yes,
the eighth
man.
captain in that team. Come on, brother.
All right, but he's still a World Cup winner and a double Euros winner as well.
Yeah, but-
so-
Okay,
What
but
has
you
it
wait,
to
you were
do
just
with-
slandering Kante, who's a World Cup winner.
yeah, I
See,
rate Kante as well, but he's overrated.
I couldn't.
He's just not good enough on the ball
All
for me.
right, games
Kante.
done 128 to 110 people,
Hey.
128 to
Ryan, would you
110.
consider Victor Lindelof a more rash player than Rudiger?
Nah, Lindelof's just. I don't know about Lindelof, man. Like,
He's
Answer the goddamn question, man. It's not difficult, man. This guy always wants to sidestep shit. You come out here and talk with chest. Answer the question. He asked you a simple question. Who do you think is more rash? Stop trying to dance around it like we in friggin' court. Answer the question.
This
Jesus
Rashford's
Lindelof-
comment- this Rashford's comment is based on
red
nothing.
cards and
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, answer the question. Who do you think is more rash?
Lindelof ain't rash though.
That's not the answer. That's not the question he asked. Peter said, "Who do
Ryan,
you think is
there's
more
two
rash?"
Options. Pick one. Who do
Yes.
you think is more rash as a defender?
Legit. Jeez.
Rudiger,
it's
but I
easy
rate
answer.
Rudiger a lot more highly.
I don't care. There's two.
It doesn't
There's two
matter.
options to answer the question. There's a question put forth to you. You have two options. Pick one.
Rudiger.
All right, because Lindelof has conceded more pens in the Premier League than Rudiger, despite showing up the same summer. And they
Yeah, I rate
have
Rudiger a lot more highly though.
similar number of appearances. Right,
I
like
rate Rudiger a lot more highly than
the
Lindelof.
whole rashness tag. It's not like it's not rooted in anything. It's really
He's
not.
black and aggressive, fam.
Yeah, and he shows. Yeah,
Hold up,
bro.
though. I'd say Pepe is rash though. Like I think.
Like,
Like,
see-
Oh yeah, Pepe is just the
different
most
rash
rash defender I've ever
Because for
seen.
me,
Different
I
ways.
can't call somebody who's been playing in a league for 5 years now, who's made 120 plus appearances, that's not gotten a single red card, isn't consistently costing us penalties, or like.
But it's like with
also
Vidic though. It's similar
violent.
to Vidic. I thought Vidic was rash as well at times.
He wasn't. That's a misconception. Vidic wasn't
I
Like-
rash.
have different views of the rash word.
Anyways,
He wasn't. He wasn't.
I
If
thought Vidic was a bit rash.
If
at
Rudiger's
times.
decision
He
making,
wasn't. Why? Wait. Why? So how could? So all right, name me a defender who do you think's aggressive that isn't rash? Because you're confusing the two. So name me a defender you believe is aggressive at the highest level, having played, is
I
still
don't know. I
playing, or
think
having played.
I think when
No,
I
no,
think
no.
it, I'd probably.
Answer the question. So name me a defender who is who you believe is aggressive that is not rash.
I don't really know, to be honest.
Exactly, because you conflate the not conflate. I don't even know if that's the word. You mix the two. If a defender is aggressive, you call him rash. That's why you can't make the difference. In all the sport you've been watching, all the Premier League you watch, all the Euro Champions League you watch, you can't name me a defender who's aggressive, who you think is aggressive but not rash, because you mix the two. Just because you're aggressive don't make you rash. Vidic was not rash. Was he aggressive? Yes. Did he make some rash decisions? Of course. Name me a defender who hasn't, because that's part of the game. This is what I'm talking about.
I just don't see how you can label somebody rash when their decision making is benefiting their team instead of costing them, and they're not getting
Like,
sent
bro.
off. He's not a person who consistently lets his emotions get the better of him, like a Xhaka, who, like, funnily enough, you rate to high heaven, right? Which
Yep.
is cool.
I
Right?
don't rate Xhaka that high.
Again, like Xhaka's
John
got
Joe Shelby.
but like Xhaka's
John
got
Joe.
the complexion for protection, whereas a Rudiger doesn't, right? Like this rash tag. Yes, Rudiger makes a few full-blooded challenges. He wins the ball 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, his timing's
B,
impeccable.
So you're acknowledging his timing is impeccable, right? We would
Yeah,
all
I think what I've
say,
done
we would
here,
all
I've not,
agree,
I
we
think
would all
I've,
agree
I think
Antonio
I've
Rudiger
mixed
is a good
aggressiveness
decision
and
maker.
rash, to be honest. I will
Yeah,
admit
you
that.
mix the two. If somebody's aggressive, you call them rash.
But like, there's just nothing to say. To say he's aggressive. Obviously, no shit. He's a much more proactive defender than somebody like a Christensen or somebody like a Lindelof. Which is why, if you look it up, Rudiger's got more fouls committed than a Lindelof, right? But when you're a more front-footed, like engaging type of defender, stuff like that is going to happen. That's fine.
Nah, I hear that, but I just prefer the guys who like a Christensen, like a Matip at my club, for example. Not really Lindelof, because Lindelof is just not that good anyway, let's be real. But like just players like that who are a bit like Thiago Silva as well, who are just that bit more steady. Do you get what I mean? Aren't as aggressive.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
that's a
know.
preference.
Ryan,
that's
does
a
that
preference,
apply
man.
to defenders or does that apply to midfielders as well?
No, it don't apply to midfielders.
Nah, I say it's more with
Because he
defenders.
likes all the right. He likes all the right. Two of his favorite midfielders are both rash.
Yeah, but I like
And
John
like
Joe on the ball, innit?
Yeah, but he's rash. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, John Joe's discipline is what lets him down for sure.
Like,
I don't know.
like, see, here's the thing is here. Like, if I have to look at defender, right in my mind, that is a rush defender. There's a search area. He is a rush defender. Like, there is no sort of like composure in his defending, like his awareness, his IQ. This is what I'm thinking about. Okay, this makes you a rush defender. Rudiger has the IQ. He has the understanding of the game. He knows when to go into tackles. He knows when to slide tackle. This is an aggressive centre back with IQ, but where's this whole rush tax coming from? Like, I have seen him for Germany many times. I don't watch Chelsea that much, but
because it's an aggressive thing. Because to me, David Luiz is what I would label rash.
I would probably
he wasn't the
call
most
Matunis
aggressive.
more of a Russia defender than Matunis. Yeah, Hummels for me. Yeah, exactly. Like, Hummels is a more Russia defender right now than Rudiger right now. And before that,
I hear that.
And everybody says Hummels is like a composed centre back, but he is so shit.
I'd call
Yeah,
him. You know
Hummels
what?
is overrated.
I'd call him Harry Maguire rash. But that's a target. That's the thing is though, that's a label that don't get thrown at him.
Yeah, Harry Maguire.
Because he's not, you know why? No. The reason why that don't get thrown at him is because he's not aggressive. Because like you did, and like many others do, they conflate the two. I very rarely hear Maguire get called rash. All the things he gets called and labeled, I never see him get, and he's rash.
But he is very rash.
But that's what I'm saying is you don't hear it. You don't hear people say that.
I think
people call Maguire more clumsy, to be honest, but he's rash and just shit, basically.
Yeah, but even forget the clumsy tag. Like, people don't call him rash when he is, because his decision making is terrible. I just had to actually Google conflate to make sure I used it right. Big up to you, Don KGB.
So when
and
you
rash,
say rash,
you're
thinking that he makes bad decisions in a short amount of time.
Because that's what rash means.
Oh, I see. I just
like when you say, because look, go on, Eddie.
For me with rash, I don't know. I somewhat conflate it with like just being aggressive with the decisions you make, good or bad. So like I love Rudiger as a center back. Like I think he's exactly what you need in a modern day kind of back four. But when you compare him to like the likes of a Sergio Ramos, and you don't even fix your mouth to say, okay, Sergio Ramos is just wild out here in these streets, then Ryan, bro, you can't really land with none, bro.
Oh, I've made a mistake with conflicting aggressive with rash. Like,
yeah, you can't, because again, like the numbers would suggest, he doesn't put his team in bad positions. Has it?
20 yellow cards across 125 appearances. Breaks down to like 1 in 6, right? Keep in mind he's conceded no penalties and not gotten sent off. Whereas Maguire in 197 Premier League appearances has 43 yellow cards. He's gotten sent off twice, he's conceded 3 penalty kicks directly, right? This isn't really like counting mistakes leading to goals and just like analyze performances. If we really did a deep dive, it would be clear whom is better than the other, right? But like rash is for me, because when I think rash, right, decision making is a huge part of defending, right?
Yep.
You need to be physically up to it. You need to make the correct decisions, and you need to actually do the physical part of winning your duels, right? Rudiger, and like I'm thinking, even in his bad spell under Lampard when he was playing, when he was in and out of the team, we weren't conceding goals directly because Rudiger was at fault, or like it was more so a systemic issue. And we need to remember at the time, like a lot of the way Rudiger is covered in this country was affected in the whole Frank Lampard getting dismissed from Chelsea like part. Rudiger was thrown out as the scapegoat. Our fans, by and large, wanted to toss him out when Frank Lampard got dismissed, right? The 18 months he's played since then, because people act like Rudiger was only good as soon as Tuchel came in. Under Sarri, Rudiger was fine. Under Kante, even in Kante's second season, which royally pissed me off, Rudiger was fine. Rudiger wasn't, like, he didn't look terrible until we had our worst defensive coach in recent memory in charge, in which everybody looked atrocious. And a lot of those people in the same system look like borderline world-class players now, right? But, like, as far as just rashness, if the decisions people are making are not only not costing their team, but are directly benefiting their team, labeling that as rash to me makes no sense. Right? Decision making is part of the game. You take risk all over the pitch. More often than not, his risk directly positively contribute to us being successful. So like I don't want people to think just because Rudiger may not smile all the time and plays very intensely and grew up in some ghetto in Germany, and like that's just what molded him. He's not a rash player because of that. He's just an intense player. If that's not what you like or what you prefer in a defender, that's fine. That's fair enough. But the rash, like there's the numbers don't support him being rash. Like the performances, if you were to sit through all of them, are like he doesn't play like a rash player. Like an example of a rash defender that people wouldn't necessarily think is a rash defender is like a Soyuncu, right?
Or like a Maguire, like flawless.
Like a Maguire. Rash is like 4th or 5th on adjectives you would use to describe him, because you could just think of like massive forehead. He's generally shit, and like I don't understand how people rate him. Like, but like so I have like I understand. And Mohammed, you said like don't use penalties conceded as like a way. Like I'm not just using that, but like because I thought when I saw the stat, I thought Rudiger conceding no penalties in his Premier League career was fake. But the numbers are updated for other people. Like Maguire's conceded 3. David Luiz has conceded 9. He's gotten sent off 4 times, right?
David Luiz conceded 9?
In his Premier League career, yes.
Yeah, man,
Mind you, that's 2 spells, I guess.
Rash.
Yeah.
And to Lewis's point, talking about him being like it's not something like with Luiz, it wasn't something that was aimed at him. People would talk about his decision making. You call him rash, you want to be like, oh, he's too aggressive. I never looked at David Luiz and said he's overly aggressive.
Yeah, it's rash to me is just you consistently make poor decisions that hurt your team.
Yes,
it's
that's
not,
the definition.
Oh, you're tackling too hard.
Yes.
You can be aggressive and play completely in control. N'Golo Kante is a hyper-aggressive player, right? But you've never seen N'Golo Kante get a red card. You've never seen N'Golo Kante's emotions spill over like a Xhaka, right? You've never seen N'Golo Kante lash out at those tackling him, right? Stuff like that. Like, funnily enough, even Diego Costa, memory serves, Surfer, you would know. I don't think Costa got sent off in the league match for us.
No, never got
Yeah, but let's be honest, Diego Costa got away with
He was a crazy person.
Yeah, and he was aggressive.
He was a crazy person, right? But like my point is, more often than not, him deciding to play that way and express himself that way positively benefited our team.
Yeah.
So like,
oh yeah, it definitely did.
I think a lot of like at the same time, I think Costa was a bit of a dirty player. A lot of it was calculated. It wasn't just he was acting like a petulant child and couldn't control.
He knew
that don't make it rash because he's in control. Like you said, controlled aggression.
I do hear what you mean, but Diego Costa did get away with it quite a few times. I remember when didn't he stamp on Skirtle or something once? So
that was So that was the League Cup though, Ryan. That was the League Cup semifinal. That wasn't a Prem game when that happened.
Did he get sent off? No, I don't think he got sent off.
No.
They
suspended him. They suspended him after the fact. because he
Yeah.
stepped on Skirtle in the League Cup semifinal.
Now,
second
Diego
leg.
Costa always knew what he was doing, but like he said, he was very clever with the way he did
So
things.
C1, like rashness and decision making on the ball, yes, but like right now we're kind of talking in more of a reactive sense.
Mhm.
I don't want to like hyper analyze why people make certain decisions in the pitch because I'm not in their head. I don't know. I'm just saying from a decision making perspective, if you're on the football pitch and the decisions you make not
The
only
next one.
avoid hurting your team but affect them in a net positive way, I don't think we can brand them as rash, no matter how outrageous the decisions actually look. If they consistently work, you kind of get the benefit of the doubt to me. Like for a Ramos, right? He just gets too many red cards across his career, and he's in too many of those incidences for me to not call him rash. At the same time, he's a brilliant defender across his career, but he's a rash defender. Like you can't
Mhm.
get 20 something reds in your career and have me not call you rash. That's like 2 a season for a dozen years. There's people who don't get 2 reds in their entire career.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's just different.
Yeah, but with Ramos is very rash. Don't get me wrong, but the reason I don't know, man. I'm still a fan of Ramos. I think just because of the trophies and his
Ryan,
leadership.
I'm not saying you can't be a fan of him. I'm not here to tell you who you can like or who you can't like. I'm just saying, like, in terms of labeling people as like rashness or aggressiveness, a good place to have the line would be like, hey, judge how the decisions they make affect their team. If you're in a net negative a lot of the time, like a Xhaka or like a Shelby in his younger years, because to give credit to Shelby, it's not like he's getting sent off every other week now. He was on that shit at Swansea and Liverpool.
Now Shelby was a lot worse a few years ago.
He was a lot worse when he was a lot younger. As he's grown up, he's gotten a lot of that out of his game, right? Even
He's
for
still
like,
there though a little bit with John Joe Shelby.
oh,
though.
of
I will
course,
say.
that's his personality, right? But like, you could even take. Let me just think of another example.
There,
of, like,
there will be plays like that. I'll think of plays at my own club.
like hyper combative, like not even just defenders.
Rooney was like that. Rooney was like that.
Yes, you could say
He didn't get sent off.
Luis
He didn't get
Suarez.
sent off. He didn't get sent off a lot, but he
Would you say Luis
was
Suarez?
controlled aggression.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. With
I'm
the
gonna go
biting
for
and stuff,
Yo,
you have to put
Surfer.
Luis Suarez in that
Oh
bracket.
shit. Yo,
as well.
bless Surfer, yeah? Big up, big up.
Yeah,
Bless.
Big up, Surfer.
But yeah, it's one of those things. Like I don't like, and the whole. Let's be honest. The way the media brandishes the word rash for certain players is very, very like because it's got negative connotations, right? Let's just be honest. It's very dangerous. I don't like it. Like you don't have to like how someone plays the game, but you have to respect the success if it's there. And Jez made the point, like Rudiger for Germany, when Jez watches him, he's not rash. It's just judged in the prism of like English football from like English journalists who like a lot of them don't really like Rudiger anyways. And that's kind of like public knowledge. He's going to get framed that way. He was framed as a bully at the club, was bullying the young players, all this horrible shit, right? And then we were supposed to feel bad for said young players as when we were in 9th place. Like I was like, I don't give a fuck. Win some fucking games. Rudiger went in there. We had a historically great run from our back line for 6 months. We won trophies. We've continued that run. We've only conceded 19 goals in the league this season. Right? We've only conceded, I think it's 36 in all comps. 36 or 35 in all comps. Some stupid low number, right? Which is amongst the lowest in Europe outside of like fucking Ajax. But yeah, it's just you got to look at how decisions affect performances and results. And if it's a net positive, to me, that person's not rash. They get the benefit of the doubt. What they're doing is either purposeful for an intended effect, or what they're doing is entirely consequential. And like I'll look at their national team form as well. Rudiger isn't as intense and proactive defending for Germany, mostly because game state is different and like the environment they play in is just different. He can be that calm and composed guy. Like a lot of these people who get talked up as like blood rushing center backs and like passion merchants, you think they just run around and tackle people every day of the week for their whole fucking life. Like, no. Rudiger can do both. Like, if you want to say Christensen's better than Rudiger on the ball, I think the gap is very minimal. I think it's almost negligible. And I think if you put Rudiger in the center of that back three,
I'll give you an example of a rash defender. I got it now. Jamie Carragher.
I think Carragher, yeah. I think Carragher he's a good example.
Skirtle. Nah, that's it. Skirtle. I've got it. Skirtle's the rash defender.
I would say Skirtle would be a better one. David Luiz would be one for me that played for my club, but then not too distant past. Zuma's a rash defender. I'll go to my grave with that. I'm just the decision making I've seen from Kurt Zuma sometimes is mind-boggling.
Davidson
I've already
Sanchez.
mentioned. I've already. Man is saying Davidson Sanchez. I've already said Maguire. Man already know.
I would say Maguire.
Maguire's a big one.
Arsenal, I would say Gabriel is the closest to that.
I'd say all the defenders they had previously.
Right, to be fair. I think
Gabriel's decent, but I think he's the closest to Rash that they have. Just in the way that he plays, he's the combative one. He's the one who steps out. He's the one who more often than not either gets skinned or gets sent off or is at fault. Like he's the one.
What do you think of Ben White? Because we've seen him make bad decisions.
Ben White is. I mean, I've seen him get stripped by people, but I don't think.
I think that's just a lack of skill set from him.
Yeah, I don't think Ben White is a rash defender. I just don't think he's
just not built like that.
Like it's not like let's be honest, right?
Like the guy's just not good in the air, for example.
We've seen Christensen get skinned under Lampard too. That's not because Christensen's rash. He just got skinned. Like
yeah, it happens.
Just a skill set thing. At the end of the day.
No one's gonna watch like what would be a random mid-table center back. No one's gonna watch fucking Mark Gahey at Palace get skinned.
He's actually a good player, though. To be fair,
he's solid, right? But like, if you watch Gahey and Anderson get skinned by some striker,
you're not gonna say they're rash.
They're not rash. They're just guys.
No.
You know, they're just guys. You know, it's more so like that. But like for me, rash is make the conscious decisions and they don't benefit you. That is right.
Yeah, you're right. See one about Mings. Yeah, I would put Mings in that bracket.
Oh, Mings is the perfect rash center back in the mid-table team.
I put Mings is definitely without question.
Mings is definitely
too many times I see him make just poor decisions that put Villa like at stake. And to answer the question, no, we're not doing Clippers Jazz people. We're not doing Clippers Jazz.
Well, if Mings wants to left-footed, he would be still doing mortgages and that.
Like, Mings is crap, man.
Yo, he's actually not good.
He's rubbish.
I actually agree with Ryan here.
I was getting cooked for saying that every time supposed to be in the England squad over him.
Let's be real. If Tyrone Mings isn't 6'5" and left-footed, he's not playing for the England team. I swear to you, I'm so confident this is true. If he was right,
I've got an interesting one.
The nice kid talks as well, bro. I'm telling you.
What's that, Ryan?
I've got.
Go on, last one, Ryan. Because we'll close out.
Is Ruben Diaz rash? Because I see this guy trust me, I see this guy make some weird decisions at times.
Yeah, he make poor decisions because like Piers spoke on, when you are an aggressive centre back, you put yourself on the front line to make mistakes and make errors. Is he? No, because if you look at City's record, you can't be rash and
like
be
I said, City don't get tested enough defensively for me.
Yeah, but that could be said about every top centre back. That could be said about Matt. Wait, before you go, Pierre, that could be said about Matip because Liverpool dominate the ball against most teams.
Yeah, but City dominate the ball more than what we do.
Yeah, so all right, so we can't rate Stones then.
I rate John Stones.
So what's the difference? He don't get tested.
I do rate
so
John
how
Stones,
can you rate
again? I don't think he's as good as Van Dijk or Matip at my club.
Yeah, nobody thinks John Stones is as good as Van Dijk. I've never heard that ever be said. Matip don't play enough, so I can't comment on that. My point is, you can't use it. You can't use your family's one season. I need a bigger set. You might be sold. I need a bigger sample size.
All right, so if Matip wins the league this season, are you going to give him his credit then?
No, I give him the credit for the season, but I'm not going to hail him up. He's had one good season. He's had one good season. Man. What do you mean? Come on, man's not played over 20 league games before this season. What are we talking about? There's a 38 Premier League game season, and you talking about a man who's never played 20 league games. See how your logic falls down? That makes no sense. You're not there. This season, I can give him credit for because he's actually played in the. He's played in the league. He's played. I don't know most, but I know the numbers.
Nah, he has played about vast majority of the season.
I don't know the numbers.
Right,
I don't know what the numbers are.
I just checked Ruben Diaz's Prem numbers, right? I have Ruben Diaz and Thiago Silva right next to each other. To me, I wouldn't consider Ruben Diaz rash yet, but I wouldn't brand him as like a rash defender. No. But I would he's like the most rash defender they have.
Yes.
Just in terms of like how he plays, right? Again, like sample size is only a season and a half, like approaching 2 seasons in the Prem. So like I would kind of like to see it a bit more, like give me like another season and a half to like really make a judgment. I don't know if he's playing like that because of who he plays next to, so he has to, or if that's just like who he is.
I
Right, so-
believe it could be either one of those two things, but like you said, he's going to be the one that's most like that because Stones, that we know that's not in his nature, and from what I've seen, Laporte don't
It's not
seem
in
like that type
Laporte's
either.
nature to do that.
So he's gonna be. So again, you're here conflating the two. Just because you're aggressive, don't make you rash. Like Ruben
but
Diaz
for me,
is
I've
on
seen
point.
Ruben Diaz.
Yeah, he's made mistakes.
Yeah, I
But
see.
which defender hasn't?
Go to ground at times when I don't think you should be going to ground. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
With
but that's a
Ruben
part
Diaz.
of that's the part of every aggressive centre back. There isn't an
I don't
aggressive
think
centre
he's-
back that
I
don't fall under
consider
that.
Ruben Diaz rash though. Like
No, he's not rash. No.
I think he's very under control most of the time when like a very, very good center. I don't consider him like for me, if somebody's rash, like the situation is out of their control more often than not. Or like they're a net negative to their team behaving like that. It's like I feel like rash on him is too strong of a reach.
Yeah. Brian, the gender on him, that's what it is.
I wouldn't put it on Gabriel yet. I'm not putting it on Ruben Diaz. I just can't.
Yo, Black Diamond, of course Matip's better than AC. I didn't even know that was a debate. Of course he is, fam.
It was mid versus mid, but we move.
What do you mean?
But yes, Mohammed, it's mid versus mid. I'm not hyping up guys that don't start. It's two benches.
He does start.
Yo, so one season he starts and all of a sudden he's a star. I'm not hyping up two guys that don't start.
It's because he's been fit.
Yeah, so that's a part of his issue then. Being availability is a skill. If you're not available, you're no use to anybody. I've said this to you before.
You know what?
I do hear that, but like,
Gabriel's numbers are not great.
if he wins the Premier League title this season whilst being a regular starter, he's got to get his credit then.
Get his credit for what? Finally staying fit and playing in a great side
And
that
showing
like
how
to your point, rarely getting tested. Liverpool dominate the ball against
we get tested more
them.
defensively.
Tested
than Man
where?
City.
No, forget that.
City.
No. Forget Man City. You man dominate the ball. So how come? So what's the percentage? See, man, this is
Lower
where
than
your shit
City.
falls down.
Lower
So what's the
than City.
percentage though? Forget all that. What's the percentage? Because you
Yo,
lot
I
don't
can-
get tested.
I can watch the games and see who keeps
What is
the
it?
ball
No,
better.
forget. No, your eye clearly is no good because you rate John Jones, Shelby, and Shaka. So we're not doing that. We're not trusting Ryan's eye test. This is not what we're doing. Number one. Number two, you lot dominate the ball. So I could use the argument against you. Now what?
Yeah, we dominate the ball, but not
Exactly.
as much as
So how
City.
can I rate Matip? No, I forget the City part. How can you rate Matip when you lot dominate the ball? That's how stupid the logic sounds. Now I'm saying it to you. Now it sounds dumb. Now
Well,
it makes
because
no
I-
sense. Now you can't understand it. But when it's City and Diaz, you all of a sudden you can understand it fully. So I'm using your argument against you. You lot dominate the ball, have 70+% possession. So how much defending are you doing? And then you're next to the best defender in the league. So how much defending are you really doing? And two of the best fullbacks in the league, and the best goalkeeper in the league, and two of the best DMs in the league. Because with Matip and not Matip, with Fabinho and Thiago, have you lot not lost a game yet when them two start?
I think in the league we've won every game when they've started.
Okay, then.
this
So he's
season.
playing in front of two
What
DMs.
about West Ham? Did Thiago not play?
Away to West Ham.
Okay,
No, he came
alright.
off the bench. He came
Okay,
off the
so
bench.
so he's playing in front of two D. So he's like, so not only one do you dominate the ball. Number two, he's playing in front of two DMs who have never lost a game together when it starts. He's playing with the best centre back in the league and two of the best fullbacks in the league and the best goalkeeper in the league. So he has all the protection he needs. So what are we
Yeah, but
talking about?
But he's still performing at a
He has
brilliant
all the
level this
protection.
season.
Yeah, but that's easy. Me and you can do that. He has all the help in the world. He has more help than Diaz.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Rodri's
exactly.
a very good
Yeah.
DM in front of him.
Yeah, but you don't rate them on the same level. You don't rate Stones where you rate Van
Hey,
Dijk.
Ryan, why the hell do you do this to yourself, man?
Yo, because he just falls down these things exactly. And this is someone who's new to here, Kozilla, to you. This is what I'm talking about. This is where your argument falls down because you have no reasoning behind it. There's no logic behind it. Diaz has less help. Because who do you think Van Dijk's better than Stones and Laporte, correct?
Oh, 100%.
Okay, you think Trent is better than Walker, correct?
Yes.
You think Allison is better than Edison, correct?
Yes.
Robertson, Cancelo?
It's not close, man.
I think Robertson's better defense. No, I'm not
Okay.
think I know Robertson's better defense.
Okay, so the entire back line Matip's playing with, you think's better than City's. So he has your guy
Yeah, I
who you're
think
here
our back
highlighting
line
up
is better
has
than
better.
City's.
That's my point. So he has more help then.
Yeah, but I
Matip
still
has
think
more help.
Matip is part of that back four and has played
Yeah,
brilliantly.
but he's the worst.
since-
Yeah, I'm not saying no. Forget all that. I'm talking about the help. I've not once mentioned Matip's performances levels. I'm talking about the help thing that you like to use against Diaz. Now I've used it against you. You don't like it. He has more help. So why does that not? So why is that a black mark against Diaz but not a black mark against Matip? Bear in mind, Diaz is City's best defender.
Yeah, he is.
where Matip, you could argue, is not top 4.
Top 4 in what?
Defenders for you
Liverpool?
lot. Yes. You can argue he's definitely not top 3. He's 4th at best.
In that back line.
Yes, he's 4th at best. So you telling
In
me?
terms of
So
defending, he's
no,
third.
no. Forget
in
all
terms
this.
of defending, he's second.
I'm talking player. Forget defending. I'm talking player for player. Is Matip a better centre back than Trent is a right back? No. Is he a better centre back than Robertson is a left back? No. Is he a better centre back than Van Dijk? No. Is he a better goalkeeper? Is he a better centre back than Alisson is a goalkeeper? No. Is he a better DM than Fabinho is a DM? No. Same with Thiago. He's not. So the entire defensive back line, he's the worst part.
It's harsh to say worst part. Man.
He is the worst. So tell me then, out of that back 6 I just named, who's the worst part?
There's different aspects to it, man.
No. Forget the question. Who's the worst part? I've just named 6. Who's the worst part?
I think defensively, which
Forget
is what
defensively. I'm talking about your job that you do, the job that you do for your team. Because don't you think that Robertson and Trent, the attacking threat that they cause, that causes the wingers they're up against to retreat, which makes his job easier.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. So that's a part of the defense then. Like I said, he's not better than Van Dijk. He's not better than Trent. He's not better than Robertson. Alisson, you can debate. You're a Liverpool fan. He's not better than Fabinho. He's not better than Thiago. So of your defensive team, he is the worst part.
All right, yeah, I guess if you put it
okay,
like
so
that.
why is that not a black mark against him? But you go over to Diaz, who's around worse players in your mind, and he's the main component. He's the best part of their defense.
Because I prefer Matip, innit?
No. Forget. So we get there then. So you prefer Matip? All right, cool.
I do think Matip is better.
No, you just said it there. No. Forget Matip being better than Diaz. You just said you prefer it. So it's not based in logic. It's a preference thing.
Yeah, I prefer Matip.
This is a preference thing. You see how you break this down? Because you put me in mold now. Because I'm like, we're not going to do that. Oh, Diaz gets help. But when we work it out, Matip's the worst part of Liverpool's defense, according to you. And he also has better players around him. Because you don't rate Walker. You're 50-50 on Stones and Laporte. You rate Cancelo highly. Edison. All right, so you rate Stones, you rate Edison, and you rate the one DM they have in Rodri. You don't rate De Bruyne, who plays often as well.
Nah, I rate De Bruyne. I just think he's overrated.
But not,
I think
but nowhere near. All right, but back to my point, nowhere near to the level of Thiago and Fabinho. You wouldn't take De Bruyne at Liverpool right now to put in your team over those two, would you?
No.
Exactly. This is my point.
But I think the gap between Rodri and Fabinho is close.
Yeah, but I'm talking as a partnership. Matip's playing in front of 2 DMs who haven't lost a game that they have started together. And I swear, is it not over 15 games?
In the league?
In the league, whatever it is. In the league,
I think
combined in the league.
Thiago's been injured for a lot.
Yo, big up, cuz. Large up, man.
Big up.
Big up, cuz.
I think
this is what I'm talking about.
How many games he started in the league?
However many he started. My point is, I'm
saying
that's impeccable. So he has all of the assistance he needs, and he's the world. And don't get me wrong, I rate Matip. I think he's good, but let's not gas him up like he is. Similar to De Bruyne, like when we had that, he's one of the all-stars. Don't get me wrong. If you win the league, he would have played his part, but he's one of the worst. He is in the all-star list. He falls at the bottom, and that's okay because you're around greatness.
Well, I think he's, in terms of performance levels this season, he's been one of our best players for me.
I'm not disputing that. My point is, if you could lose one of those 6, you're losing Matip.
Yeah, all the others are more important than him. I do hear
my point. So that's a black mark against him. Your guy has all the help that he needs, and he's the worst part. Diaz is in a worse situation and is the best player. He's the most important defensive piece to me.
No, I'd agree.
Maybe argue Rodri. Maybe argue Rodri.
I think Rodri's more important than him.
All right, so he's top 2. Matip ain't top 5. You think if you put Diaz, if you put Diaz in that Liverpool side, he's not on smoke? Of course he is.
Right, he'd be very good. I really
he's on smoke. Kante and Matip would be on bench. What are we talking about? Of course he would be, just to you because you prefer him. But if he's there, you could. If Klopp in his heart of hearts, you can ask everybody in the panel, everyone in the chat. We know who's starting. Yo, Peter, you're Liverpool manager. You have the team that you have there. Diaz walks into your team, and you have all the players available. Who's your centre back pairing?
Diaz and Van Dijk.
Okay, same. Jazz, are you there? Same question to you.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, the same as Peter. So like Diaz
Okay,
and Van Dijk.
Eddie, same question to you if you're listening.
What's understood don't need to be explained.
And this is my point. So we can't use one for one, but then use it for the other. When we figured, I didn't even know this. You forced me to do this. I didn't realize your guy had more help. I'm figuring out. We're calling man all-stars, which they are, but they're the worst all-stars. Like Matip's in the X-Men, but he's not one of the main guys. Let's not do this. Like when Surf was talking about Cortez, Eddie will get this reference when he was on Joe Budden podcast. Yeah, you one of the X-Men, but you told. You're not Wolverine. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not Cyclops. You're not Jean.
He's Spider-Man.
Like you ain't. If this is Avengers, you're not Black Panther. You're not Iron Man. You're not Thor. You Ant-Man. You Gamora. You one of the Guardians of the Galaxy. You're still in the conversation.
You're a rated Ant-Man, man.
Yeah, you would. It makes sense. My point is, you're not one of the main guys. If you look at the Avengers poster, you don't see. They don't put Ant-Man's face big on that poster. There's a reason for that.
Yeah.
He's the worst of the. I didn't realize this. You made me do this, fam. This is on you. I didn't even realize this shit. Like, yo, we just caught because everyone's in the All-Star game don't mean they're the same level. We're on the NBA stream to bring it back to basketball. They do. They have all the best players in the All-Star, but they're not all on the same level. Not everyone's Giannis. Not everyone's LeBron. Not everyone's Devin Booker. There were certain players in that game there that in the All-Star game I didn't watch it that you look at and go, yeah, you ain't off their level. Tell me, am I lying there, Peter? They're all different levels, even in the All-Star game when you take the best 25 players, however many it is.
Oh, of course, there's always a hierarchy. Always.
This is my point. And in the hierarchy, he falls. And Matip falls in the second tier. And that's not a disrespect because even being in the second tier is cold. Because many players don't get there. I think he's a very good defender, but you hype him up like you talk about Matip like he's Van Dijk.
You know what I will say though, this for a lot of this season, even though I rate Van Dijk higher, of course he's Virgil van Dijk at the end of the day. I do think Matip has been better than him for a lot of this season.
Maybe because Matip's other level and maybe Van Dijk's dipped down upon it.
Because obviously Van Dijk's come back from his ACL, but
you're gonna get
the first half of the season he was at times struggling a bit.
Yeah, because form is temporary, class is permanent. So there'll be times
although in
where
the last couple of months Van Dijk has been better.
I mean,
like there'll be certain games as he.
But then you can also make a point that because Van Dijk is there, it gives him the security that lets Matip play to best ability.
Yeah,
Eddie,
big up Eddie, man.
Yeah, bigger Eddie. Yeah, I'm not gonna stay here too long as well, but like all I gotta say is with this is like because Van Dijk is there, it gives Matip the security to play at his best ability. Let's say this was Konate, and he's not the experienced centre back next to him. Would Matip still perform the same way? I don't think so.
Yeah,
possibly not. But also when Kante comes in for Matip next to Van Dijk, we do look a lot. We do look more shaky defensively than when it's Van Dijk and Matip still. You saw that in the Forest game.
But then you can also say that this is his first season. Like this first, and he's not playing consistently.
Don't get me wrong. Like I'm happy with Kante as a third choice. Don't get me wrong.
This is what I'm saying. It's like I'm saying it kind of makes sense that he's shaky because he doesn't really get that run of games. He's still just trying to get used to the formation, and as a centre back, it's very hard to be consistent. And like you don't play a lot of games. With Matip this season, he's been very fortunate that he doesn't really get that many injuries that he's usually used to. And he
that's one thing about him. His fitness has been a lot. I don't think he's had an injury, so hopefully he doesn't for the rest of the season, of course. But like so far he hasn't, which is obviously what normally kind of stops him over the last previous seasons is him getting the injuries, man. Right.
No, definitely.
And yeah, Lewis, this is spot on. Matip is the equivalent of X-Pac and DX, and DX is a legendary group. One of the greatest groups in wrestling of all time, and X-Pac played his role. Yeah, you don't know he played his role. That's not me dismissing what he did, but when you look at DX posters, X-Pac's face isn't the biggest. There's levels to this. Like we all know who that was. And legit, Lewis, you brought that up. But yeah, people, we're gonna close out. This is actually the last NBA watch-along stream on the YouTube channel. So don't come here thinking, where they at? We've gone over to the Twitch people for the rest of the season. So the rest of the NBA regular season games, the play-in tournament, the playoffs as well, the entire playoffs will all be on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch. I'll be here. P.O. will be here. Jez will be here. Ryan, Eddie, Surfer, the rest of the gang, Timo will be here. And we'll see who wins the 2022 NBA Finals. But large up to all you lot in the chat as well. Make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel as well. Well, not even end yet. Yo, Peter, anything you want to add before we leave?
What's the next game we're actually doing, man?
Bucks Nets.
When the fuck is
Thursday
that?
night. 2 days. Bucks
Alright.
Nets. We're doing Bucks Nets, and then I think it's Lakers Jazz that night.
Oh yeah, it is Lakers Jazz.
Huh?
Shit. All right, yeah. So we'll see you guys over on the Twitch.
What?
We'll do more Laker therapy.
100%. Ryan, anything you want to add?
No, not really.
Yo, calm, Jazz.
Nigeria stink.
Let's go.
It's
Let's
as much
go.
as much as the Nigerian jollof as well.
Hold that.
It's mad.
But yeah, guys, we'll see you guys on the Twitch.
But yeah, love to everyone. We'll be back tomorrow here late, the Q&A people. So back obviously
What time
Wednesday
is that
night,
at?
Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. I'm thinking 11:30 p.m. Thinking, depending on what's going on. But yeah, I've got no other streams, it's just that one that day. So I'm just chill out. So yeah,
Can we do
11:30
it
p.m.
earlier?
It depends on what I'm on from. I'm thinking I've forgotten about something that day. I don't know
Alright,
what.
yes.
Well, technically today, should I say. But yeah, man, love to everyone. Right, is it the 30th of March? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Gonna be April Fool's Day soon.
I was waiting for some form of April Fool's Day joke and that, you know what I'm saying? But right, love to. Jesus, my shit froze. But yeah, love to everyone who has locked in. We have seen the Mavs absolutely walk through the Lakers as well. Lakers have dropped to 11th place. So like Peter said, more Lakers therapy. But this has been the Dallas Mavericks versus the LA Lakers live NBA regular season watch along on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in.